Right, so welcome everyone to another week of Dungeons and Dragons. Um, would anyone of you be willing to give us all a little callback
I,
to what happened last?
I can never remember when it happened last week. Never mind 2 weeks ago.
Oh yeah, 2 weeks ago even.
Yeah.
My brain's not firing, so I do remember we went
Give us
through
a clue.
the mansion. We started going from room to room, and I kept saying we were invited guests.
Oh,
And we kind of got at one point. We fought of all things a magic using chef, who had a brain, which I guess there was a little bit of a discussion about with that. And after a little bit of Iggy pouting, we went out around the corner and we were about to go up the stairs and kick the rat's nest over.
But you missed the first half of the session, though. We began entering into old... What the hell was the name? Old Durnmold. Old Durnmold. The city would had a bunch of cages with rebels in them being basically starved to death. Where we were just where I think it was Dusk who was just trying to ask for really easy questions and was immediately called out for being a rebel, and the situations just sort of went out of hand within like everyone just okay. I don't think we did anything really wrong. They just were really hair triggered. And went off at us.
they got what was coming.
Which ended up with a few dead guards, a guard commander without teeth, and a rebel leader freed. So, I mean, good for us, I guess.
I got to shoot things. I was quite happy.
Yeah. We then traveled through up towards New Durnmold, at which before we got to it, we encountered a strange circus, like Tivoli type of deal. A traveling fair might be the better term. Anyway, where a bunch of weird magical things went on. And they were also very happy to take our souls. Well, maybe take our souls. If we lose certain games. But if we won them, we could gain immense things. Wishes and money and all kinds of lovely things. Norm, at this point, still slowly turning into a vampire, was... we were looking for the cure for him. And there was definitely some... several people thought of maybe sacrificing their souls for him, but we had another clue around the corner in New Durnmold, so we decided to go for that instead. But Norm, however, did win us a few thousand gold.
I believe it's only 1,000 gold.
Only, 1,000.
Yep.
Spent 1,000 to gain 1,000, something like that. Yeah. Anyway, we then got to New Durnmold, where we found a small tavern, in which we managed to procure two antidotes to vampirism. One of which Norm drank and turned out to be completely fine, but with a couple of fangs still in his mouth. After that, we just headed towards Castle Dargoth, and the events there ensued.
Very good, thank you.
There was a bad bed also that really screwed with several of us.
Oh yeah, don't forget the letter as well. There was a lot of things. Thank you, Ludwig, for a very good walkthrough at the beginning, and thank you, Andy, for the recap of the castle or mansion part. Is there anything else anyone would like to add to the recap, or is everyone happy?
And we level up twice. I seem to remember that.
And I think that Iggy needs an emotional support weapon.
Poor Iggy. No one likes Iggy. Iggy's the best. Come on.
Nala.
Don't
You're
bully
all
him.
mean to him.
I'm not.
Oh, don't forget. That's true. Don't forget the big vault as well. You found a big vault.
Oh, yeah.
Where you needed to put in some sort of a code or something.
Yeah.
But other than that, I will now take you to my little map that I've made. There we go. Actually, it scared me. I thought I pulled you to another one. But there we go.
Hey.
Embrace the fear, Ludwig.
Something's up with this.
Yeah,
Right.
if I try and put it in the middle, I lose half of it, and then I scroll to the top, and I can see it all at the bottom of the screen. But
Well,
Okay.
It's fine here.
No, you're zoom in or out.
I see it.
Yeah.
All right. Is it working for everyone?
Yeah.
All
I know.
right. All right. So you're standing in the entrance hall. In the middle stands the statue of the dwarf known throughout the lands as Dargoth. He's known as a military tactician and to be one of the higher ups, not only in the military, but within the council with Drakenhall themselves. As you're standing on this staircase, in front of you is a large set of doors. When you try to open them, both of them are locked. You seem to only need a key to enter them.
Oh, you mean these? Yeah.
Yes, up the stairs.
I
Hmm.
believe it's,
Didn't we get a key?
yeah, I thought that's where we stopped. I thought we was coming back into this bit rather than continuing. I can't remember that.
I don't remember a key.
Either way, doesn't Norm open doors?
Norm can try and open a door.
Norm has a key.
Norm's going to use door handle.
All right. Make me the roll.
I guess I will aid him with it.
Come on, she won't open it. What was it? It's just a athletics, wasn't it? So strength and such.
Yeah. Correct. So you did aid. However, while you do manage to leave a large dent into it, like the doors are made out of solid wood, and each door is engraved with like beautiful flower and seems to be depicting a scene of the castle itself, perhaps sometime very long ago. However, you are unable to break through the wall. You are, however, damaging it, but you do not seem to be able to put any more damage than what you've already done.
Iggy will kind of sigh. He's probably actually kind of stepped away from the wall a bit and looks at the group, and he just mutters, "Perhaps brute strength is not the answer." For
It's
once.
always the answer.
Norm will turn around and go, well, why don't one of your little trinkets open it then? Haven't seen you try anything yet.
Egged by this. Let's see what I can do. I suppose I could
Fireball.
ritually cast
Oh
detect
no.
magic.
You can pick the lock.
Do you cast detect magic?
I can ritually cast it, can't I?
Mm-hmm.
I'm not sure.
10
well,
minutes.
Artificer's
you-
Only
Hand.
if you,
Yeah,
only if you have
takes
it
10 minutes.
prepared.
I do have it prepared, of course.
Oh, in that case, yes, you can. That was accident. Sorry.
All right.
Yeah, sure. I'll ritually cast detect magic on the doors.
All right. All of you take 10 minutes for her to cast, or for him to cast detect magic. You see that there's no magical hocus pocus with these doors. And there's no magic, as far as you can tell, around you. Other than, like, emitting from you guys.
He'll just sigh and go, "Well, it is mechanically held. Ergo, the answer is something a bit more precise than simple brute force or magic. The answer is, of course, somewhere in here."
Norm's going to say, open it then.
Iggy at this point is just going to be ignoring Norm.
No, Norm, I think he is just thinking that we should look for a key.
He sat there for 10 minutes to say we need to find a key.
No, I sat
Yeah.
there in order to. You know what? He starts half answering and then he just walks off.
So I do want to remind all of you, by the way, since it's
What was
been
up with
2
this
weeks.
door, actually?
Yes. This door, when you look upon this door, there seem to be missing 3, like, gears from it.
And we had
Oh,
a
we
You
picked
could
up the
very
gears.
easily take gears and place them in there.
Oh, that's right. We got the gears.
we had
We
a
picked
couple
up
of
the
gears.
gears, didn't we?
How many? We have 2 gears, don't we?
3.
We have 3. We have all 3.
You have 2 gears.
We have 2 gears, yeah.
Yeah,
And there's 3 slots, right?
3 slots, yes.
So Iggy will pull out the 2 gears from his bag of holding, because I'm pretty sure that's where they went, and he'll slot them in.
Yeah, they seem to be like it's a perfect fit. It's like a puzzle piece. You just put them in there and they fit perfectly.
We have to find the 3rd gear, I imagine.
unless you have something else in the bag that fits.
Actually, Iggy will stare at the door for a second. He technically has. Oh, but he'd need a forge in order to actually try and make a replica. Actually, hang on a second.
Forge?
Hang on. He pulls out a large block of wood from his bag of holding, right? Now he has wood carving skills and he has a wood carving toolkit.
Mm-hmm.
Could he carve a replica gear to fit in the slot?
That would take some serious time, though.
How long are we talking?
If you want to make a perfect, first off, you need to make like a skill check to see if like,
Oh yeah, of
you
course.
can even do it, right? It is only a gear, so the shapes isn't like the shapes that you need to put into it isn't that difficult. It's just going to be time consuming. You could estimate that it could take up to like 2 hours, 3 maybe. That is if you get it right.
So he'll proposition this to the team in terms of if we run out of options, I could potentially carve a replica, but it would take time.
Did we go up here?
I don't think so.
No.
You have,
It would be it would be rude not to go up there.
DM, can I try and pick this lock?
Oh, it's another door.
let's see. Sure, you can. Sure.
Okay,
It's difficult though.
I accidentally got Iggy stuck on the wall. I can't move him.
Oh, never mind.
Oh.
Yeah, sorry. Like you start to realize that this is like some extremely expensive sort of a lock. You could do it, but at this moment you just can't.
Oh wait, hang on,
Somebody.
no, that's... Sorry, that's...
Vic.
Well, it's irrelevant. It should be back in what? 8. So never mind.
Vic, Iggy's token is stuck on the door.
Is it?
Yeah.
Oh,
He's merging into it.
yeah.
Thank you.
You're merging with the building. So yeah, much like here, in front of you is a door. The doors are made out of wood, and they resemble the doors you saw before in like the staircase that led upwards.
Iggy will look at Zoe and mutter very quietly, "Perhaps we should have the rest of the team here before we open the door." You can tell
yeah.
that his mood is a bit somber and he doesn't want to actually have to go and find Norm himself.
Yeah, so he just turns around and just shouts, "Norm!"
Normal shout back. I thought we didn't want brute strength. And just stay at the back.
I didn't say that.
Sulking.
If one can sulk, Norm's gonna sulk. It's gonna be not allowed brute strength? Off you. Yeah, no, don't need me.
Okay.
In giant,
Traveling with children.
in giant, I say to Norm, "Come on now, help us out here, please."
Norm in giant will go, fine. If that
Thank
little
you.
guy says anything about a key again after spending 10 minutes sitting on the ground, that's just gonna go and open it.
Yeah.
He's mumbling that as he walks through. All in giant, so only Dusk understands it.
I mean, let's first try to open the door before we barge through it with.
No, Norm was going to try and open the door. Like, Norm is the door
Yeah,
open.
yeah.
He sort of always just opens it. And if the normal handle doesn't work, door handle comes out to try.
Yeah, the normal handle does not work.
Door handle tries.
All right. Sure, make the check.
Holy shit!
Holy crap! All right, so you basically take the door and you just punch a hole through the door. It is a perfect hole. When you stare into the hole, it looks to be some sort of a bed chamber on the other side. It is empty as far as you can tell.
How big is the hole that I punched through it? Could Norm fit through it?
No, it is just a circular hole, perhaps this big. Just as big as your battering ram is circular.
Okay. So Norm's going to try and reach his arm in and sort of open the door from the other side. See if there's
Where-
anything blocking the door.
Nothing is blocking the door at all. However, you do reach the handle. The door is still locked,
Yeah.
but there is a big hole now.
Norm's
how-
gonna turn around and go, I was too strong for this one. You're up. And walk back through the pack.
How big's the hole?
Thinking about
Perhaps
10-inch
like-
diameter or something.
Yeah, I would say like 1.5 decimeter diameter, something along those lines.
Could you fit your head
Oh.
through there?
Sure, but I would like a skill check.
What?
No. You could. No, you wouldn't be able to fit
No,
your head
okay.
inside of a hole this big. No.
Can we try and open the door from the inside?
Norm
Yeah,
It's
tried.
already been tried.
Yeah, there's
Alright.
something else blocking it.
Sorry, I missed that.
Do I have any way to see the other side of the door?
Can you just
Big
push
hole.
the door?
Yeah, the other side of the door. Can you? Can you bend your eyes, Norm?
Yeah, look, hang on. Left to right. Ben.
Yeah. So look at the inside of the door.
It's still locked. There's nothing blocking it. It's locked.
There might be a latch or a crossbar or.
I would suggest you take a look inside.
Yeah.
There's got to be some. It can't hurt.
Norm is gonna look at Iggy, and I know mute on the minute, but basically say, have you got anything shining that we can look inside with?
You don't need it. You remember, you have 300-foot dark vision.
Yeah, but I mean the room just looks empty as a bedroom, but
Hmm.
my head
you-
doesn't fit through, so I just want something to mirror.
I believe we have a spyglass. So, Iggy's gonna be completely silent as he does this, but he will just pull a
Oh, sorry.
spyglass out of his bag of holding and offer it out to Norm.
Is spyglass mirrors, or is that just the distance?
I think.
That's just distance.
Just
Yeah, that.
A spyglass is not going to help you in this
Yeah.
situation.
Well, what do you need a mirror?
We're
Yeah.
trying to look at the lock on the other side to see if there's a latch that we can unlock it from.
Let me see if I have something that could be used as a mirror.
Before that, someone can roll me a perception check
It wouldn't.
as they
be
look
long.
through the hole.
Oh,
would
if
you
it's
say
looking through the hole, Norm's going to be doing that
Yeah.
the whole time. So
Would you say a tinkerer's toolkit might have something reflective in it, Vic?
that's not an advantage.
Yes, there will be something, but like the DC is going to be much higher because it's not going to be as reflective as a mirror or even close to it. So you will have access to some like trinkets and such that are reflective. However, the DC is just going to be pumped up.
Can I ask how fat this door is quickly?
Sorry, say that again.
How fat the door is? Like
How
thick?
thick?
It's probably about like 5 centimeters, 6 centimeters thick, so it's quite thick.
So, hang on. Is it possible for Iggy to kind of kind of use something to try and shine the surface of whatever reflective material he's doing before he hands it over. Just a bit of a roll to aid it a bit.
Bit of spit and a bit of polish from the shot.
I look for a stone and cast light on it.
I think there was so it's gonna like just hand over a flask of like lamp oil if that is good for.
Norm's going to turn
Polishing.
around to Iggy and go, in all your tools, have you got something to cut that hole a bit bigger? Go through the hole.
Bloody
A
heck,
saw.
people with these tools. Right.
If you've got woodcutter's tools, you can surely
I mean,
cut
he's
through
gonna
the
start he's gonna get frustrated at all of these bloody requests, so he's gonna like toss the reflective item, and then he's gonna pull out like a crowbar, a hammer, a pickaxe, all like from his bag of holding, and he's just throwing them at the door. He's like, and then he just kind of goes, "Is this to your satisfaction?"
Not going to lie, Norm's tempted to put Iggy through the hole.
No, that's
Also,
a horror
if-
scene.
Is that perception roll? Was that the roll to try and see with the reflective material?
No, this is just a general, like when you stare into the room, what you can see. Norm, you stare into the room. The room is like it's a red carpet, much like the currently one you're standing on. It's a red carpet. However, there are symbols on this carpet, like a yellow symbol, seeming to depict perhaps a house mark or something. There's also a fireplace on the right side, and above the fireplace is what looks to be perhaps like a jewel case. The jewel case is closed, but it is very expensive looking, decorated with several gems in different colors. Also above this little box is a large mirror with a golden rim outside of it, like the frame itself is golden.
That's what we need right now.
Yeah, what are the chances that the mirror is pointing towards the door?
It is not pointing towards the door.
Oh,
It is
okay.
pointing towards the large bed.
You got the
Right.
shiny material that.
Norm's going to try and use
Yeah.
the shiny material to see if there's a latch. And failing that, is going to try and use the pickaxe or whatever to snap some more of the wood away to get it to a point where maybe one of us could fit, one of the smaller of us could fit through it.
Sure. Make another check.
So another perception for the thing, I'd imagine.
Nice.
Well,
So wait, what did you
oh.
try to do?
So the perception was the shiny object to see if I could see a latch. And then
Yes.
failing that, if there wasn't a latch, was going to use the tools that Iggy had thrown at the door to try and snap some more of it away. Sort of, it's just a two-parter.
with
Yeah.
the flash of genius, I've forgotten because it's been some time. I can do it afterwards, can't I?
Yes.
Yes.
After I know it's failed. Okay.
With that perception, you do not see anything. Like
I
you
add
look
flash of
around,
genius.
there's no latch or anything. It seems to be just a simple key that's needed.
Yeah.
No.
Can I try
Wait,
and pick
then
this
What
up?
happens if I flash of genius it? So +5.
Nothing different. Like there's
Okay.
no latch that would hold the door closed. There's no beam that holds it closed. It just seems to be a case of a key needed.
So normal turnaround, say there's nothing behind the door. It is just the key, or we destroy the door.
Can Iggy try to picklock it?
I
Or try and force it
Sure.
open with the Okay. Sleight of hand,
The-
right?
The robot is unsettled.
That is unfortunately not enough.
With flash of genius?
Are you doing it?
Wait.
Yes.
Before anything, I think you are proficient in thieves' tools, right?
Yes, I am.
So you should be able to add your proficiency to that, which is
Oh.
a +4.
Did it
That means
automatically on the
it's
sheet?
a success. If you add another +4 to that, it's a success. The
Oh, okay
door
then.
creaks open. You guys have done some serious damage to it. So just sort of creaks open, and when you can see how like the shape of the door, you can clearly see that it's sort of just bent inwards a bit. But there's no map for this room. Instead, you're now standing in one of the bedrooms. To the left is a large king-sized bed. This bed is not covered with curtains, I guess you could call them, like the other one was. Instead, you can see the very fine silken covers that lays upon the bed, blue in color. To your right side is a large golden mirror, and below it is a jewel case. And below the jewel case is a large fire pit.
Iggy kind of just sardonically says "ta-da" as the door swings open, and then just starts to pick up his gear again and put it back in his bag of holding. Rather somberly.
And as I walk by, well done, Iggy. Well done.
He actually gives a look of appreciation to Duskin and gives him a faint smile. Thank you.
And from that point, I would want to take a look at the fireplace before we do anything more.
The fireplace? Sure.
Yeah. So check the ashes, see if there's any stones that might be out of place, that kind of thing.
So you can clearly tell that this fireplace has been used quite recently. The ashes are still sort of hot.
Can we see it?
What do you
He
mean?
doesn't have a map.
Yeah,
doesn't
there's
have
no
a map.
battle map for this.
Oh, there is no map. All right. Okay.
Oh.
I do.
Okay. I using the tip of my weapon, I just kind of sift a little bit through the ashes, see if there's anything that was tossed in there.
There is nothing tossed in it. It's just an ash pile. There are like some remnants of the logs that has been put in there, but other than that, it's just black ash.
Okay.
Which has now stained your blade.
Okay.
Norm's gonna have
Excuse me.
jewelry box.
What?
Norm's gonna have a look at the jewelry box thing.
You might want to have someone check it for traps first, if somebody's capable of doing that.
I take my staff and just poke it.
The magic, the identify.
So you prod the jewel case. It's just simply just as your staff prods it, it's just being pushed backwards a little bit. Nothing happens.
Try to poke the lid open.
You poke the lid open. A tune starts to play. A sort of a haunting tune. It's both comforting but haunting at the same time. Inside of this jewel case is another smaller mirror. Also, you can see pointing up from the case looks to be several rubies.
I don't know if this is a trap.
All
Is this
right.
a trap?
Norm will say if it's a trap, I'll pick it up. If it hurts me, it hurts me. If not, we got some shiny stuff. I know it sells for a lot down here. Talking about the south.
So, when you take the jewel case, do you dig through it because it's still like filled?
No, Norm's
With,
just gonna pick up the case.
So you like you close the lid,
yeah,
lid,
just pick up the whole thing.
Yeah. So imagine the case being about like 2 decimeters long and about a decimeter thick. It's quite big still for a jewel case.
Yeah.
Yep.
If nothing happens, Norm's just gonna either put it in his backpack or look at Iggy to put it in the bag of holding, and then go to
I
give
would
it
look
to Iggy and go put it in his bag, like on
Before
him.
you-
So he's carrying it.
before you do that. Check the contents. The key could be in there. And we also probably want to take a look at that mirror.
Okay.
Wait,
Norm will open it up in front of everyone, so they can rummage
Wait.
through it.
were you just saying that? So basically, Norm purposely didn't put it in Iggy's bag of holding.
Yeah, because you're stroppy with him, so he's like, he was gonna, and it was like, it's not worth the hassle. It was just gonna.
Iggy will just sigh and roll his eyes.
So you say it's a mirror on the lid of the box, right?
Yes. Andy, your microphone.
Sorry.
So we will grab a knife and try to and walk towards it, and she's gonna, do we want the box?
You could
everything
estimate that
has
the
value.
box. Yeah, the box is still like decorated with like rubies and other sort of like gems.
Yeah, but
You would aren't like isn't Zoe like novelty?
well, yeah, she just doesn't care.
Yeah, but has she been taught like how things might be valued. And
Oh
that
yeah,
stuff.
yes, definitely.
Yeah. She knows that this box is probably worth a lot. If you decide to remove the mirror, you will basically like remove a lot of its value.
Yeah.
You would need the box to be like complete to sell the box itself.
Oh yeah, she knows. She is completely aware when
Yeah.
she says, "Do we really want to keep the box? I mean, we could just get the mirror. You know, I think that can be useful."
No, I'm just going to say everything's got a value. If you want the mirror, take the mirror. Not knowing that it together would be worth more. And not really caring. He just knows that something's worth something, it can be traded for. Done.
Yeah, if no one stops her, she's just gonna
Yeah. Norm will hold it open for you while you do it.
pop it up.
All right. Inside the box, is there a key or gear?
You rummage through it.
Mm-hmm.
There's no gear. However, you do find something. You find a ring. Everything's just gems, except for a ring.
If no one takes it out, Norm's just going to shut the box.
I think we are at this point, and
If it
and even that, I think so is actually gonna start like taking the gems and just like giving it to Iggy.
Norm's not going to bat an eyelid at that. He just doesn't want to instigate the handover as such.
Yeah.
Are you giving it to Iggy to examine or just to put in the bag of holding?
To keep and do whatever Iggy wants to do with them right now.
Okay, so as he's handed them, Iggy will give them a look over just to ensure, like, if anything seems unusual about them or
I mean,
so
would your detect magic still be going?
no. I don't
10
imagine
minutes
so.
have 10 minutes have that passed.
I would say it's paused.
I think that's fair.
Also, like when you look through all of these gems, you have 15 sapphires, each worth 75 gold each. You also have 20 rubies, each
Wait,
worth 75.
Stop.
Oh.
15 sapphires worth
75 gold
75.
each,
Yeah.
and then another 15 rubies worth 75 each.
I'm putting them
okay.
in the party loot.
Okay, yeah. I thought it was gonna be a much longer list.
Okay.
15 blue, 15 red.
Okay. Yeah. Iggy will kind of nod to himself. There's a little muttering of like, this will replenish our funds nicely.
Can you
Replenish?
inspect the ring?
Who was up? Mr. Norm.
I would request Iggy that you inspect the ring, find out what it really is, because nobody in this madhouse would have put something in a prominent jewel box if it didn't have some immense value or power.
I mean,
Okay.
does it have an engraving on the inside or something? Rich people
Well,
always do that.
Iggy will physically examine the ring first to see if there's anything physically obvious with it.
All right. So at first glance, all that you can see that it looks to be a platinum ring with a pink what's it called, like pearl on it. And on this pearl, it looks to be perhaps some sort of insects with the wings like holding the pearl in place. There's no engravings in it whatsoever.
This is unique.
Okay. Has Iggy ever seen anything like this before? Does it seem like just a unique?
It looks to be an expensive ring.
Okay. After the massive complaint of taking 10 minutes, Iggy will cast Identify to get more insight into the ring.
All right. You cast Identify. And you gain what the hell this ring is.
Okay. I'm just giving it a read.
It is not the greatest ring ever. It's just something.
It's a pretty good ring. That's not that bad. Being able to negate a condition for 24 hours. So okay. That could be the difference between TPKing in combat and not TPKing in combat.
After a long rest, you'll be affected by that condition.
Yeah, but you can get like once you're long resting, you're safe anyway, and we have someone with greater restoration. It gives you at least time, even if you don't even have diamond dust to go and buy some.
Charm.
But like, yeah.
You're strong.
How do you get affected by charmed after you? Yeah, that's a good point.
What have I done? Oh no!
I think like in this case, if you were to do that to a vampire and you were to kill the vampire, you cannot be charmed by it because it's dead. So you would be able
Fair
to
enough.
pass through that.
There we go.
Okay. So
Prone.
Iggy will.
Oh,
Sorry, go on.
yeah. Prone is
Prone?
condition.
Yeah.
You
You,
just
you
down on the ground.
yep. You're gonna be able
You
to
wait-
fall.
You wake up and you just fall to your knees.
No, can't do it.
It's like sleep paralysis. You wake up and you're like, I can't move.
I've fallen and
Okay,
I can't get up.
Iggy will. What literally happens is Iggy pulls out one of those little like little jeweler's eye examiners and just looks over the ring. He starts muttering to himself as he's writing down. Ah, yes, I see. I sense the magic, the arcana. Ah, yes. And then he'll give an abridged version of this shit to the party. It is a ring of choices. You take a positive outcome in various things, and then a negative one will affect you later, perhaps under better circumstance. Personally, my choice is to not wear it, but should any of you wish to, you're free to.
Seems fatalistic to me. I mean, why not just only do good things? I mean,
Well, everything has a price, doesn't it?
eh.
Either way. Would Identify pick up that it's cursed? It
No.
would, wouldn't it? No.
Nope.
Oh. He will add that as well. I have not determined whether the item may have other negative consequences. However, since the whole item seems to be filled with negative consequences anyway, it would be unlikely. So he looks at the party to see if anyone's interested in the ring.
I mean, the damage bit would be good for Norm
Would it though?
as a frontliner.
Yeah, it's pretty much what barbarians do anyway, right?
I'll be recklessly attacking anyway, so the crits are highly likely against me regardless. So
But that crit would be without any damage resistances, though.
why? I'd still be in rage.
It says
But I
it
mean-
on the.
Resist-
On
Couldn't-
the
Oh,
Could
and
that
any
be-
resistances you may have against that.
Could that-
Okay, well, could I still use my shrug of my Goliath?
stones.
The stone.
Yeah,
druid?
Stone and Dirt, of course.
I think
it is
the,
only that it will if you do that, you will be weakened in that any resistance you would perhaps have to bludgeoning if you're hit by a rock, you would still take full damage. Your resistance would just be gone for that one attack, and then it will be back.
I will say that the life point to extra damage could really be if you have 100 health, you could be like, you know what, I'm gonna use 50 of my health and add 50 damage to my roll.
Yeah,
And
that.
it as well.
Yeah, what?
That's the thing. You need to hit the attack as well because you say that before you make the attack.
Yeah, that's true.
Mhm.
It's a very big risk.
I mean,
All about choices. Mm.
Norm would happily wear it, but whatever the group wants to do with it.
Yeah.
If Norm wants it, Iggy's just gonna toss it to him.
Norm holds the ring. Yes, I can finally kill myself.
He puts it onto the first knuckle on his on his pinky finger.
Oh, imagine that the team is really down on its luck, and Norm's like, "I'm gonna save the team. I give all of my health to the next attack," and then he misses.
Yeah.
Oh,
With
it's dead.
advantage. 'cause it's very messy.
Such
Okay,
a
so
small
that's
thing.
that. And assuming Norm catches the ring, Iggy just gestures to the group. That is all I can tell you about it.
I think that's it for the room then.
Yes, but people, that's an attunement item. We're all pretty banged up. Should we secure the area and rest a bit, or what? Do a long rest, or
Did-
what?
Did no
Norm's
one?
gonna look at you and go, "We're in the bedroom."
Now, keep in
That's-
mind that fireplace was warm, so something's going to come back eventually.
Are we that in need of aid that we should rest for so long?
I'm asking the people, everyone, how are we?
Iggy's fine.
I could take a short break, but
You could have
I
rolled
mean, we
hit die while I was
effectively-
doing the ritual cast. We already had a short rest.
it's an hour, not 10 minutes.
Oh, it was an hour.
Yeah.
Oh,
Well, I would suggest, at the very least, it will benefit Zoe. So I would suggest a short rest, if nothing else.
sounds
This unit is in need
smart
of
to me.
maintenance.
Norm will sit on the bed and check that it's not gonna psychically fuck anyone's brain up this time. If we're gonna settle in this room, just make sure that the bed's safe before he sits down, toying with this tiny little ring on his finger.
I will also see if I can, using furniture or whatever, I turn to Norm and say, Norm, help me, and we'll barricade the door a bit.
Yeah, Norm would help out.
I will look underneath the bed.
I'm friends with the monster.
Is there anything
You
down?
look underneath the bed. There's nothing underneath the bed.
Okay.
No.
So Stan's gonna take up as much space as she can on the bed and take the shortest.
All right.
I'm gonna
So,
roll hit dice if I can.
of course, roll hit dice and all that.
What is happening?
Whoop, whoop.
I rolled a few.
I will roll some too.
Perfect. Perfect. Whoop whoop.
We get so many hit dice at this level.
Yep.
And I mean, during that time, I'm assuming I can attune to that little ring as well.
I healed to exactly my hit points. That's quite impressive.
I'm still under. Still got a scratch.
All right. During this short rest, nothing really happens. You sit in the door. You still feel some warmth emitting from the ash pile. Other than that, it is a quiet room. However, when you're about to make your leave, you push aside the obstacles you put in front of the door with a hole in it, and you start to hear Oriel in English. How do you say
Organ.
that? Or yeah, I thought it was organ, but I did not want to say that. So you can hear organ starts to play, and it sounds quite close.
I head down the stairs and I poke my head at. Do I determine direction of the sound?
Oh yes, it is very easily, like you can very easily detect where it comes from. It comes from this room, the room that is locked by the gears. And whoever is playing it seems to be very good at it.
Can't beat Dargoth. He was never good with an organ.
Takes a hammer, just smashes.
Okay. Well, we need the gear.
Yeah, I guess we just continue down the hole. Or up the hole, I guess. I never
What do
understood
we
the
have here? It's all relative.
difference. Yeah. What do we lay our eyes on, DM?
It is just a simple wooden door. The red carpet that you've so ever been walking on ever since you stepped foot into this place, seems to end here, however, revealing the cold tiles hiding underneath them.
Okay. Is there a door here, or is it just the car?
It's a door.
Okay. Can we get the knocker?
I try the door.
It's open.
Ah.
In
You're
here.
back to the large dining hall. The
Mhm.
hall that has been put up almost as if they were expecting guests. There are two chandeliers standing on the table, each of them lit. The very little light that they reveals the room a little bit.
I don't mean to be that guy, but that's a chandelier hanging.
Candelabra. Yeah. I'm Swedish. All right.
It's good. Giving shit about this.
Well, if we don't correct you, you won't learn.
Candelabra. All right.
And then people will look at you like you have some mental deficiency.
Yep.
Right, so we're missing a gear, aren't we?
Yes. And a
We
key.
found two.
Did you search this room before?
I don't know if we did thoroughly. I can help you if you do it.
You did search it. You did find a letter that has which the seal was still in place here. And there's also the windows here that depicts a daytime outdoor scene, perhaps a scene from outside the castle.
Yeah, one of those fake windows.
Yes. You all know
Okay.
that it's dark outside.
Even darker after that rest. That short rest.
Can I tap on the
Okay.
window? Is it hollow behind it?
Like when you tap the window, it feels like a window, and when the window just shakes, you can see that there's clearly a solid wall behind the window itself.
Right.
It's like knocking on the television, I guess.
Yes.
Iggy
Okay.
will comment that this looks very much like the feeding halls that we have seen before.
It is.
Or it is not just regular food that they were consuming around here.
It's a dining hall.
We've been here. I'm just worried we're missing something.
Yeah,
There is a room you haven't been in.
Which room?
Up
have we
here,
not
right?
been?
No, that was the freezer.
Oh, yeah, that was a
If you
freezer.
all take the exit to the left from the kitchen and walk downwards, there is a large door.
Really?
Yeah,
Yeah.
down here.
It said study on the wall. Engraved in a
Oh.
thin plate, like a metal plate. It says studies.
Try the door.
Yeah, exactly.
The door is open. And let me take you to a new map. It is a large corridor. You can hear what sounds to be a grandfather clock ticking in the distance. But other than that, it is quiet. The walls are once again filled with paintings of landscapes and what looks to be perhaps previous owners of this castle.
Okay. Speaking of which, for half a second, have you ever noticed your Europeans would have to Anyway, have you ever noticed when you go to these older places, it seems like they found every ugly person and made paintings of them and slapped them on a wall.
Yeah,
Oh yeah.
it's true.
Phew.
But
You
that
guys.
might just be the artists not being paid enough, thereby painting people uglier than they were.
I don't know why it came to mind, but it did.
Oh,
Sorry, Vic.
Yeah, no problem.
If we're meant to be able to, there's something wrong with my vision.
Sorry?
There's something wrong with my token's vision, because I
How
couldn't
so?
see down there until Zoe turned up.
You don't have the dark
I
vision.
think he
I don't
think
have
Cat-
dark vision. That's a
Wait,
very
what?
good point.
All right.
Well then,
Seeing
then there's
a-
no problem at all.
No,
seeing,
there is.
seeing AC
Does it-
struggle, I use a spell slot, a first level spell slot, and grant you 300-foot dark vision.
Hooray!
Why did you never do that for Iggy? You always
didn't
make
ask.
Iggy use. Oh,
Let's see. Night vision.
I'm teasing you. I just remembered I could do it, honestly.
it's okay.
Oh, mine's gone now.
Alright, there we go. You should have it now, right?
Yay! There we go.
So,
I've lost
Can you-
mine though.
fuck.
There we go. Now that was Zoe coming out of the hallway.
Anyway. When you stand here, you can all hear a coughing coming from this direction. It sounds perhaps like an old woman coughing.
What type of cough is it? Is it like
A
just?
smoker's cough.
Oh,
What do these people look like?
people.
When you see them, you see well, at this moment you see two elderly people. Their heads are tilted downwards, and as far as you can tell, their eyes are closed. None of them seems to be breathing. However, one of them is starting to cough.
I cast Aura of Life on.
See, each non-hostile creature. All right.
I say I'm gonna sneak forward, but I can't.
They know we're here. Let's be honest.
Yeah, look towards them, then look towards the group, and then look back, and you say, "Hello."
Them tilts their head upwards. Its neck creaks. You can hear it very clearly, indicating that perhaps this thing is dead. Its bones and muscles and everything has gone stiff. It just looks in your direction. Its eyes are dimming white. It says nothing, but roll me a perception check.
Yeah.
You do not have advantage, I'm gonna assume.
No.
You just see what looks to be an elderly woman. She looks at you. She sits in fine clothing, perhaps nobility. Her hair is white. She says nothing.
Undead targets detected. Preparing to engage.
Mm.
Yeah, are they undead, or are they just very, very sick?
They're living in a mansion full of undead, ruled by an undead. I don't think they're in the best of condition one way or the other.
Yeah, exactly. They aren't answering. Like hello, are you okay?
One of
Wait,
them
so-
now stands up. Its bones creaking as well. You can
I
just
okay,
hear
you
a
can hold on.
faint creaking coming from its mouth.
Can I roll a Arcana to see if I've heard of this kind of condition or seen this kind of condition before? Or
Sure.
a nature? Or yeah, okay.
No, not Arcana. It would have to be a
Religion?
history. Religion would work, or just not survival. The first one you said.
Nature.
Exactly.
I'll pick
Um,
history.
Yeah, you're not sure.
Can I see them?
Can you?
I see both targets, 1 and
Yep.
2 here.
Yeah, you
In
can
that
see
case-
both of them.
All right. Would I know what they?
From this distance, you can make me a perception check.
Smeg.
It is unfortunately not good enough to for you to see the very beautiful remarking features about this creature that's before you. As far as you know, it is just a regular, perhaps old, not very oiled up elderly woman.
Two. Okay. Then I think it's rude that we don't say hello.
I have.
Iggy is gonna send Doski in to just send him forward to see if they react to his presence.
As it walks towards them, if everyone just stop moving their tokens, roll me initiative. For one, the one who stands up, it reaches its hands forward. As its hands reaches towards the dog, the clothing starts to unravel its arm, and you see thick holes that covers this elderly woman's entire arm, and what looks to be thick white maggots emitting from these holes.
Ooh.
Lovely.
Are these sons of Kaisis?
Maybe.
Before the fight starts, could you sort out the vision for my token if you haven't already?
Let's see, what was that?
Sorry,
I should have the 200 odd foot vision,
300.
300.
300, and I've got no light.
Okay, my
Night vision.
well,
300.
flip, so I have no clue what happened, but I'm assuming that Doggy initiated combat.
Yes.
I
Okay.
didn't like dog
They didn't like dog.
out there.
Don't trust people who
I think
don't.
I've got the vision now.
Don't trust people who don't like dogs.
It's true.
I don't know why, this is the first time it occurred to me that I could use the dog as a scouting tool.
Alright, so.
Oh yeah, I need to roll initiative too. Give me a second.
Yep.
Ugh. I'm on a laptop, so everything is 20 million times longer to do. Okay, can you roll initiative for me, GM? Because my sheet is not allowing me to click anywhere.
Alright.
Oh, I might
There
have
we
it.
go.
Thank you.
Oh, nice.
That's a really good one. Nice.
Mhm.
GM's magic.
Yeah, clearly.
Them
Alright.
loaded
so-
dice, them loaded E dice, innit?
Yeah. Iggy, you start off the encounter.
Oh, how unusual. So I missed slightly because my Discord seized up. Did they just immediately turn hostile to the dog? Like, what was their physical reaction? I didn't hear it.
Yes, one of them reached towards the dog. The cloth then revealed its arm. Its arm was covered in thick holes, and some of the holes had thick white maggots inside of them.
Ooh, nasty. Okay, so Iggy's gonna move over to this side of the room. And then he's gonna pull out his longbow and attack. He's gonna go. Now, I'd rather you didn't touch my creations. And he's gonna aim at the one closest to the dog.
Mhm.
Doo-doo.
Oh,
That is a crit fail, unfortunately.
No.
You
Okay.
shot Zoe in the ass.
I think that's the first time I've crit failed. Melee with a range weapon. There you go. Oh my god.
That's not too bad.
Dex saving throw. Yay, fine.
That's a success.
Drat. You
Particularly
just see Iggy wobble, and then he just holds his pose and goes, Drat. And that's the end of his turn.
don't you have a
Alright.
multi-attack?
Oh shit, I have multi-attack. Oh, it's been too long. I attack again. Sorry.
Mm-hmm.
It's like 2 weeks and it feels like it's been 2 months.
Oh, don't get married again.
I know. There we go.
That is a hit. You hit the thing, it just growls out towards you. And as you hit it, these worms fly across the room, now painting the almost entire couch behind it in these maggots. The maggots seems to be very quick and seems to be very much hungry. Like they seem to be hungry for flesh, as they rapidly just crawl off the couch and down to the floor.
Watch out for the maggots, Iggy says, and then his turn finally ends. Thank you, Ludwig.
No problem.
That's just a casual 25 damage. All right, Zoe.
Your dog can take a beating, right?
Oh, he's fine. Oh, the dog does the help action because it is the dog's turn at the end of Iggy's turn.
Hmm.
He's barking at this little lady to help anyone that's gonna attack her.
Anyway, I will try once more to throw a searing sunburst. Just like build up a large ball of energy and just boom, send it into the room. We'll use all 3.
Am I on that initiative track?
You are not.
Yeah,
You are
you're
not
not
I'm
here.
on the initiative track.
No.
So annoying.
No.
I clicked on the everything.
Where was I?
What's-
Okay, so
What's your dex?
14.
Yeah, I'm just gonna add a turn, and then you may add you can change the number that you rolled.
Yeah, cool.
So Zoe,
yeah.
yeah.
I threw a one of these, a searing sunburst, in the middle of the room. In the middle of
Yep.
to hit all of them. That also the
That's-
dog. They
yeah,
want a
it-
con save from all of them.
All right.
And then the
It's no damage on success, right? If I remember correctly.
yeah.
All right.
I'll do
I'll
a
start with the
con-
one on the top. It succeeds with a 20. What's the DC?
14.
All right. So the one on the couch succeeds with a 15. However, the
Okay.
one on the bottom fails miserably.
Okay. So
And
take-
does it french fry the worms?
Yeah, does it kill the worms?
Oh yeah, yeah. The worms are just they just turn into dust essentially.
Yeah. Yeah, that seems like a good idea. It takes 30 damage, radiant damage.
Yeah.
If you
It
succeed, you
screeches.
take nothing.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yes.
cool. Doggy survived.
Save or suck?
Well then, yes, over here, next to Iggy, and that's the end of my turn.
All right. AC.
Reaches into his side. A hole opens. A grenade rolls into his hand. And he shouts, "Fire in the hole!" And a fireball goes off here.
Okay. Yeah.
Miss those.
Is that gonna hit Doggy as well?
I'm
Yeah.
afraid so.
Doggy.
I'm afraid
Uh,
Doggy is. It's 20 foot, isn't it?
What's
Oh,
the saving
really?
throw?
Dex save.
16 dex.
All right. Roll damage.
No, Doggy.
The douche is probably dead. Yeah.
Oh, no, the douche is alive.
1 HP. Holy crap.
See,
Woo.
perfectly aligned.
All right. So the upper two ones they fail with their save. The one in the bottom, however, succeeds.
Oh, she's getting shot then.
Yep.
Do 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 do. Ooh,
That is a hit. Let's see the first.
holy
one.
crap! That should not be that much damage. What the fuck?
3d8.
No, that's right. Holy
Yeah.
shit! I just got a good roll.
Wow. You. Holy crap! I thought it was another attack roll actually.
Yeah, it looked like one.
So you blast this frail-looking being in half. Its upper body just being blasted into several hundred smaller pieces. The two legs, however, still stand upright, and you now get a grisly image of this creature. There's no blood in it whatsoever. There's just maggots, thousands upon thousands of white maggots that just basically overflows down to the ground. Then the legs fall down afterwards. It is dead.
Target eliminated. Kill confirmed. That's me done.
right, Dusk.
All right. Dusk is going to move up a little bit. And seeing how this is going, I don't want to get too close to it for the maggots, so I'm going to fire a guiding bolt at this one.
Yeah. They're never gonna have their turn.
No.
Let's see. That is a hit. So it just takes 25 radiant. These creatures are not vulnerable to radiant, unfortunately. Otherwise, Zoe would probably have killed them all with that.
No, it didn't do any
blast.
damage to the top two.
Oh yeah,
Yes.
that's true.
And
Anyway.
and whoever hits that person gets advantage on next strike.
All right. Norm.
I imagine the table, the bookshelves, and the bear head are a bit fucked as well.
Oh yeah, you basically put the entire room into blaze. All of the basically everything in sight is just ablaze and ruined beyond repair.
40. So I'm going to dash to get next to the second one. And because of the charger feat, I will swing an attack at it.
Yep.
Charge is awesome. I love it.
You have
That-
advantage.
Oh, I have advantage. Let me roll that. Just roll that again then. Nope. Haven't met, so.
It is a hit. You cleave this thing in two. However, it is still alive. It reaches with its arm towards you, maggots falling out of its mouth.
Ew.
Anything else, Norm?
No, that's action and bonus action. Well, the bonus action is the attack because of charger, so that's it.
All right. So, first off, it raises its upper arm and attempts to claw at you. Did you do Savage Strikes?
And I didn't attack recklessly. It was
Alright.
advantage because of everything else.
Yes. So it does not crit you. Instead, it misses you with a 13. And then as it misses you, it opens its mouth, and from its mouth it spits a bowl, like an entire ball of just worms onto in your direction.
Ugh.
Make me a dexterity saving throw.
Dex. Ew.
You have advantage on this, don't you?
Dexterity saving throws at things you can see, yes.
Oh, off with. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Barbarian.
I normally have. The thing is, I always have advantage always on, and then it reminds me when I haven't got it turned on. Yeah.
All right. So, it is a success. The ball just flies and hits basically this dresser. And the dresser is now covered with worms. That's its turn. This thing is going to do exactly the same thing. It's going to move up to you and is going to claw at you. 19.
That hits.
You take 7 slashing and another 13 necrotic damage as its rotten fingers digs into your flesh.
Damn it,
7,
Norm.
13, yeah.
You're too far away.
And then it is going to attempt to throw worms at you as well. Roll me another dex save. That is a fail. You get a worm on you. You can see it's starting to crawl away upon you.
Mhm.
Iggy.
Okay. Iggy is going to aim at this lady that's been attacking Norm. He's going to shoot her. So, 1 shot. 2 shots.
Let's see. Which one did you shoot? The one at the couch?
No, the one that's in front of Norm, this lady here.
Ah, yes. Both are hits. Let's see. Just the casual 21 damage on the first one. And then another... Fuck. Oh yeah, you don't crit. Just another 26. It is
And
still
then
alive, but barely.
little doggy's gonna come back. Because he's hurt. And that's the end of my turn.
All right. Zoe.
So is the maggot a target?
I would say that you haven't seen the maggots
Okay.
on him.
No problem.
Only Norm.
So I guess I will just charge over here and just turn around and start applying myself to that thing.
You.
It is dead.
Okay. With it dead, I will walk backwards and apply myself to this instead.
Run up,
Mhm.
punch. Oh, that was easy.
It is dead.
Oh, okay. What's the big idea?
Norm's gonna get the bug, the maggot thing, and squash it.
All right. You squash the bug, which makes this encounter over. So- You're standing in this hall. Usually, this would have been a beautiful place for perhaps nobles to sit down and have their tea and cake. Now it's been turned into a black mess with fires running ablaze on the walls. There's nothing left except for the cabinets here and the beautiful plants around you.
And the cabinet is covered with worms.
Yeah, the worms are dying quickly.
Okay.
Norm's gonna walk up to the dresser and just speed up the dying of the worms.
Ah. Yeah.
He is going to treat his little doge friend with a couple of mending spells. I'm not gonna cast them because he'll just keep doing it till he's fully mended.
Mm-hmm.
Since we have the room to ourselves now, it would be rude not to search it mercilessly.
Indeed.
Exactly.
Iggy's gonna check these books.
The burnt
There are no
crisps.
books.
Oh,
Ash
book.
piles.
Oh yeah, it's ash pile. Oh no.
Let's open all the drawers though in the cabinet.
Yep. After squashing the bugs, Norm will have a look.
If there was ever anything useful on these shelves, they're not there anymore. As you open the drawers, you see some of the maggots has gotten in it.
Woo.
They're easily
Every,
squashed.
every single one that I see that wriggles a slight bit is getting a.
However, there's nothing in the dresser. It's just beauty stuff. Lipstick, etc., etc.
I almost feel like home.
Norm will nudge Zoe and go, look, it's your dresser.
Yeah, she sends a look. Yeah, I have one at home. I know.
He stroking his beard and he's finally pulled out his recorder. Clearly he's feeling a bit more comfortable. He starts muttering to himself. Room must have been arcanically linked to the creatures within. Perhaps Room was an illusion, and we are finally seeing the real version. Theories to follow.
Iggy, you might have had your eyes closed, but I think your military robot blew it up.
I literally threw a fireball into the middle of the room.
Yeah,
Is that what destroyed everything?
most
Yes.
things. Yeah.
Pretty closely, yeah.
It will have covered 20-foot radius, so
Exactly.
pretty much the entire.
Speaking of, Iggy's gonna walk over to ACXB and give him a bit of telling off. Protocol change.
Mhm.
In future, attempt to reduce damage to potential items that may further our informational gathering in the future.
Yeah.
It says no.
My computer says no.
I can't do that, Iggy.
I'm sorry, Dave.
Mhm.
You're going to have
Norm
to
is out.
specify parameters as to what counts as a.
Books,
Can you repeat it again? Please repeat order.
I can't even remember exactly what I said now. I believe I said adjust combat parameters. In future, avoid actions that will lead to damage to items that may provide informational insights.
Please define
Although, if
parameters.
it's
Books,
Um,
documents, artifacts, statues.
You'll hear
Anything.
Norm shout out, and brains on plate.
to
Understood.
be fair, if it's a amendment, if it's a matter of say party member or cute Chotsky, say party member.
This is why I insisted
All
to.
protocols overridden by Sanctuary of Life protocol.
Indeed.
Very good.
I did say attempt to.
Mhm. I will attempt to place the fireball.
DM, is this a door up here?
No, these are
That's fair.
windows.
Oh, the fake window
Again.
things. Okay.
Again, they look to be fake.
I'm
Yeah.
gonna make
Okay,
you
that's fine.
miserable, Vic, but I think I also don't have dark vision. I did cast it on myself. I think I have
Fucking hell.
60 foot.
I changed.
Yeah, that's
I
well.
This is actually really annoying because I know I changed this. Maybe I put the tokens down before.
You
That's
might
a
have.
Maybe.
possibility.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's probably what's the issue. I'll just what is it? 60, 30,
60.
right?
Yeah.
I'll just give you 60. Can't be bothered. There you go. It's a power
Thank you.
boost.
Oh my god, unlimited power.
Next
Next to all these people, 300.
What? Which doorway did we come in? Was it the top one in this or the bottom one?
Yeah,
Down in the
the
corridor.
top one, I think.
Oh no, yeah, no. Back here. We came in down here. So
Okay.
Here, there are two large doors.
Yeah,
And this
Norm would have
one
been
here.
investigate.
And one here.
So Norm will investigate the first one, but on that one.
that's
Yeah.
the north.
It is open. As you crack it open, you're all visited by a quite haunting thing. There is a bloated head with what looks to be intestines hanging down from its neck. It looks at you. You can see that it has eyes and it's looking in your direction, and it says, "Kill me! Kill me!"
Norm's gonna say, "I'm not allowed." Turn around and walk away.
Zoe's just gonna grab the door and close it slowly.
No,
gonna start
Zoe,
to-
you're not. Zoe, look at that. Look at that room. Gears in there.
but that thing, I mean, what the fuck?
So go. Come on, it looks
Uh,
cuddly. You needed a friend.
Can I roll
Something that reminds you of your brother.
a something to see if I understand what's afflicting this dude?
You have never seen this before.
Okay.
Oh fuck! I actually rolled out of. I'll be right back. I pressed back for some reason.
Oh yeah, I've done that too many times.
Like it's a quick button on my mouse.
Oh,
and I
yeah.
actually pushed it. But I'm back.
Okay, so there's absolutely no way to know.
Yeah, you've never seen this before. It looks to be undead. Like it's not. It doesn't look to be a construct. It looks to be completely out of flesh, and it looks to be as if the head has been decapitated a very long time ago, and then left in water for it to bloat this way.
Who are you? Iggy will say to it, approaching closely.
I'm gonna pick up the gear.
Kill me, please! Just end my suffering.
Iggy
I
will
think
try
that
one more
that could be
time.
arranged.
What is your name?
You seem to have stopped. Like it looks a bit baffled. Then it says, "I'm Dr. Gastel. Now please kill me. I've been in this shape for far too long, and my suffering, I beg of you."
You will end your suffering after you
AC.
answer our questions.
Oh,
If you
okay.
answer our questions, we may be able to end the cruelty of whoever did this to you.
Just
Roll
a
a
note,
persuasion.
DM. I'm picking up the gear. Yeah.
Yep.
Good.
This persuasion is 100% gonna need a flash of genius. I know it now. Oh my
God.
lord, I'm not even
You're
gonna
gonna need
bother.
more than that.
I'm not even gonna bother.
Eh, are you in pain?
What do you think?
Could I use my healer's kits to maybe like do some kind of painkillers? Like
Bandage on it, it'll be fine.
no.
You look at this thing.
Crush
Yeah,
you were-
painkillers into the solution.
do I have any sort of painkillers in the healer's kits that could like maybe like dull it for like a second? No.
No,
Like,
like
at best,
if
be
you-
alcohol.
Do we have
there's no
alcohol?
stomach for on this thing. There's no way it could, like digest tablets. There's no way unless you would have like an injection sort of a thing with like morphine or perhaps.
I don't-
PC's arcane cannon targets.
While they're amused with this thing, I'm searching the room for a key, and I look at that scroll by its side there.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
You do find a scroll.
Mhm.
However, it is sealed. Do you break the seal?
Anybody got mage hand?
No, I don't.
Well, that's going to be a problem. Okay.
Maybe
At the
let
very-
Iggy identify it first before you try to open it.
I'm not going to open anything. Right now, I'm looking at this.
Mm.
What is this?
Looks like a sundial, but that would be pointless.
Yeah. As far as you can tell, it looks like to be a massive compass of some sort. You're not quite sure of what it is.
Okay.
So-
I will take an experiment and move the compass dial
Nothing happens.
to the left.
He looks at you and he says, "What are you doing? You can't do anything with that." What am I even saying? Please just end my suffering. I
So-
beg of you.
So, I'm gonna use this. Is it like a sealed container? Or like, can I make the minor effect within it? Because I want him to feel like a sensory feeling of like, I don't know, like the warmth of the sun or something pleasant that will calm him.
Yeah, I don't think this spell is powerful enough to where you would be able to, because I know there's like calm emotions and such that would give you that effect that you're searching.
Well, yeah, but I'm just kind of doing like something more minor than that, just like feeling like the
Mm.
warmth of the sun kind of thing. Because I think
Okay.
that's like a harmless sensory effect. I think.
Oh, thank you. If only I wasn't a head that can't move that has been sitting here for what I think is hundreds of years. Please, I can feel the sun again.
One
I am
last
very
time, you
grateful.
see. Thank you, and for your gratefulness, may you answer some questions.
What is it that you want to know? Please hurry.
Who did this to you, and why?
I do not know his name. He was a man. I believe he was a vampire. A tall, walking in black clothing, long black hair.
Ah, Holorand, I see. And, were you a worker of this house? Do you perhaps know the answer to the vault downstairs?
Of course! This is my castle! I used to be the owner here.
Oh,
But he told me that I wasn't good enough. And then he did this to me.
well, if you give us the answer to the vault, we will end your suffering and avenge you, because I know who's done this to you. His name is Holorand, and we hunt him too.
The password I had was my birth name back then. Gastel the Fourth was the password. If they've changed it, I do not know.
Thank you. He's gonna look at Dusk and just go, or Dusk and Zoe and go, you both know best how to peacefully allow him to move on.
Zoe has exited the room. She just looked
Oh.
like so sick.
Then he looks at the dusk and he's, I believe we can allow the man to pass on.
I think he might have gone BRB, so.
I can hear you.
Target
I
acquired.
would I would suggest let AC deal with it, and I vacate the room.
Oh, okay. Iggy's just like sighing and he's like, ah, God. Can't trust him to have a strong gut. AC, please attempt to end this individual's life as painlessly as possible.
Well,
Just
the
hit him with your
quickest guy got his
strongest
cannon.
attack.
What did he say?
Just hit me with your strongest attack. You're a metal man.
Well, I'll shoot you
Do
with
the
the cannon.
trick.
You're gonna point the cannon inside, just go.
Do I need to roll to hit this thing, or
You don't. You can just roll damage.
okay? Watch me take like several shots now. Good, I'm not dead.
So you shoot him, and as you shoot him, he's still alive. However, you feel dazed. And as you look upon your own head, where you shot him, you have been shot as well.
Oh dear.
The head screams out in pain as a new hole has made its way in it. And from this hole, what looks to be water just spills out from the head. The head starts to manically laugh and then scream in terror.
Error.
Manically laugh and then scream in terror. What? You know what? At this point, Iggy's just gonna step up. It's in like a container, right?
No, it's just laying there on the table. Also, you take the damage. Maybe
Yeah, I have done.
Yeah.
Iggy's gonna sigh and go, "How do we kill you?"
I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't know. Master Dargoth. He's been keeping me company for all of these years. He's been going through, he's tried everything that he knows. I don't know if he actually wants to end my suffering, or if he's just some twisted being who enjoys inflicting pain upon me. He's tried everything. I just can't die. Though, I've heard a voice calling out to me. Only a willing soul can take my place. And then I will be relieved of this everlasting torment.
So it's a curse of some sort. Well,
Perhaps.
as much as I would like to help you, I have no intention of taking your place. I have many things to do, so if you excuse me. At this point, Iggy just sidesteps. He'll take the scroll from the table, and the gear and everything. Is this potions on the table here, or are they just...
Yes, they are. They are red potions. 3 of them standing on the table. They look to be recently made.
Healing potions, or...
You don't
We
know.
don't know.
It's just red potions. You could, try to smell them and such, if you want to.
I'm gonna just pocket
What-
them for a
what's
second, and I'll
that?
give them to Zoe to examine.
It is a flower. Looks like to be a herb.
Herb. Resident
An
Evil.
herb.
And this is the gear, so he'll take the gear and put it in the bag of holding.
There is also a book here.
Yes,
It's
he's
the-
gonna examine the book.
You look through the book. As you look through the book, it seems to be like what is it called when a doctor monitors someone's health and like writes everything down? It
Just notes, pretty much.
yeah,
Yeah.
it's basically just all diagnoses. It looks to be that this head has been in this condition by judging from this book alone. It reached back 10 years. And when you look into this bookshelf here, you see several other books, perhaps 50 of them, they all share the same title. You could assume that these are all perhaps tests that has been done to this head.
500 years. Wow.
You also find a note inside of this book. Let's see that I share you the right thing. There we go. The note looks to be quite old.
Yeah, Icky will stroke his beard. Interesting, interesting. And he'll pocket the note and he'll share it with everyone once they leave the room. He's gonna take the scroll, he's gonna take the gear, he's gonna put them in his bag of holding to examine later. He's gonna open this as well. He's at this point, by the way, ignoring the head if the head is saying anything to him.
Yeah, the head is just talking and begging. You open the cabinet. There's nothing in it other than just other books that still hasn't been written in.
Iggy's gonna then turn to the head and go, okay. You have two choices. I can leave you here and you can hope that some other adventuring soul will come along and maybe they will have the cure to what you want. Or I could place you within my bag, and he gestures to the bag of holding. And I will allow you to accompany us all the way to Holorand, the individual that I'm sure has done this to you. And at that point, perhaps we'll find a way to save you.
Then take me with you, please.
Alright, he's gonna pick up the head and toss it into the bag of holding.
Yeah.
I would just say, does Iggy know how fucking cruel that is?
When you do that, Iggy,
Yeah, it goes
You
into like
can't
an
breathe.
astral plane.
you start to
Oh.
suffocate.
Wait, I'm suffocating.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, then I reach into the bag as I'm running out of air and pull it out. Pull the head
Yeah.
out and throw it back on the table.
And you can breathe once again.
Well, that's unfortunate. And then he like hesitates a moment. We could throw him in the orb, I guess. Couldn't we?
Yes. Living.
Iggy
I'm
will.
pretty sure Norm's got the orb and he is fully nowhere near that door. He's actually would have started searching or tried to at least open the other door while you was all doing stuff with the brain.
Well, I mean, Iggy's just gonna call him to come over.
Nope.
Alright, then Iggy's gonna pick up the head and take the head with him to Norm. But he'll do that in a second. He wants to check this cabinet first.
Yeah, again, it's just empty books.
Oh, it's just empty books, right? And
Yeah.
there's no significance. And did we open this, or was it just a sundial? I can't remember.
It's just a sundial, as far as you can tell.
Okay. Yeah, so Iggy's gonna take the head with him, and head over to Norm.
Norm
I-
would have the whole time they were in there. Norm would have tried the other door, but obviously didn't want to overtalk everyone while they were doing that bit.
All right, yeah. So,
Hmm.
when you open this door, you're greeted to what looks to be some sort of a torture chamber. Upon a wooden bed lies a strapped young woman, completely butt naked.
Ooh la la.
She seems to be asleep, but her body is covered in deep scars. There is also chains connected to her, to each of her limbs. These chains are then run along the wall and up to the roof. And these chains are also connected to these big boulders. These
Iggy's-
boulders are hanging in the air. If they were to fall down, she would be ripped limb from limb.
Okay, at that point, Norm would walk in and probably try and support at least one of them.
Yeah. This boulder alone weighs upwards towards perhaps 200 to 300 kilos. This is way too much, even for Norm to lift.
What?
You-
Yeah, I mean, he's not trying to lift it. He's sort of just, that effort, that I try and support it and do what I can, sort of thing.
Hmm.
And jest at Zoe, who was outside in the corridor with him.
Yeah.
Get her out of it.
Hey, I'm gonna walk in here and what?
I'm just gonna say
In-
Sorry. Go on.
Yeah. In the corner sits what looks to be a humanoid monstrosity. It looks to be a construct of some sort, perhaps built from several different body parts of what perhaps used to be humans once upon a time. It
Is-
stopped moving and is just sitting there.
Is its eyes open or does it look like it's sleeping?
Its eyes are closed.
Okay.
It is not breathing or showing any signs of life.
Alert. Possible threat detected.
I think he's gonna place the squidgy head, by the agony head, outside the door after seeing all of this. He's gonna place him there. I will attend to you shortly. It seems you have other things to consider.
Norm, look, I know you're strong, but you're not this strong.
Also,
Then get
on
her
the
out of
table-
it. 'Cause I can't hold it.
On this table is a book. The book is just simply titled The Logbook of Dr. Gastel.
I will open it and read the book.
When you read the book, there are several names and several what looks to be drawings of people. You flip it, and on the last page, you find what seems to be perhaps this woman that is strapped on this bed. She seems to have been here for perhaps 2 years now, as far as you can tell by reading the logs.
Okay. And he's put her there? Is that the implication from the logs? Is it Gastel writing in the logs?
It looks to be, yes.
And is there any explanation as to why she's there?
None at all. When you look through her history, she looks to be a lone orphan, or once used to be a lone orphan. You could estimate that the girl laying there is perhaps in her late teens at this point. She has no family relations, and that's the simple reason to why she has been picked out.
I will.
And sorry, go on a little bit.
I will basically examine her. One, does she have any visible injuries?
No current ones, just scars.
No scars.
There are holes in her body, like needle holes.
Oh, okay. Injection.
Yeah. Not like maggot sort of holes.
No,
just
okay.
yeah.
Is the writing in this book the same as the writing in the doctor's notes?
They look to be the same. Yes.
Okay. And what are these instruments like? All this shit? Is it just random
You
stuff?
have no idea. It's a green conjunction that is. You see several tubes that are connected to the table. And as you look underneath the table, there is a tap right here.
How?
There's some
Okay.
green, conjuncture in these things. You do not know what it is.
Iggy's gonna go into the hallway, grab the head, bring it to the table, and just plop it down and go, explain.
There's nothing to explain here. Oh, no peace and my suffering.
Okay, I'm not going to end your suffering. And in fact, I'll ensure that Holloran's curse is never broken on you unless you answer my questions. What were you doing here?
At this point, Norm looking visibly pissed off at the fact that no one's trying to help the girl and everyone's just
I
sitting there
am.
talking.
I'm just.
Oh, okay.
I'm just not gonna talk over people.
This is nothing. It's just fabrication. Dargoth has been doing all this, I swear.
Why would he fabricate your name? For what purpose?
For everyone to not help when they find me.
Can I roll an insight?
Of course.
As much insight as I could get into his weird base. The Flash of Genius, sure. Says a 15.
As far as you can tell, he's being serious. He's showing no signs to you to indicate that he would be lying.
How do we free the girl?
Just unwrap the wraps around her legs and arms.
I will come to you later. He gestures at the head, and turns to the rest.
Yeah.
And shrugs.
I will have looked at the manacles, I assume.
Yes.
Yeah. How are they attached? Are they just like are they locked, or is there like a bolt, or?
It's so to start off with, they're made out of leather. Some actually fine leather. They're very tightly wrapped around her wrists, and it's what you know a belt. How you need to like it's like a belt buckle, you know, where you just take one like a thing and then just put it in another thing to make sure it's locked in place. I don't really know how to explain it.
A metal.
It's just a buckle and cinch. Yeah.
Yes, exactly. However, when you look upon upon the chains themselves, you see that they're very tight. And when you look upon the chains all together, they seem to be connected.
Okay.
If you were to loosen the one of them, the others would loosen as well. And in result, with your medical knowledge and such, would risk in her
immediate death.
Yes.
Right, I'm going to. Right, are these chains going straight upwards from her?
They're going along the wall.
Right, brilliant.
Behind her.
Even better. Right, I'm going to heat metal halfway up the chain so it's away from her. Then I'm going to use my smithing tools, specifically a cut-off tool and a hammer, to open a chain link.
Whoa! Make sure we can't remove one at a time.
Just opening the chain link will not break the chain. We can do them both at once.
Are they taut? Like tight?
They're tight.
So all you need to do is make a hole in the chain link, like that, so you can fit the other link through when you need to, right? Then you do it in the other, and then we can do all four at once. We can just push the chain links and let them go.
You say that, but if these blocks are too heavy for even a Goliath to even think about shifting, any weakness in the chain is going to snap the chain.
There's a huge risk of it.
All right. No, hang on. Wait a minute. You need to snap them all at once, don't you?
Yeah.
I mean, Iggy can assist.
But
because he also has smith tools and proficiency.
But
I don't think it's enough.
We can always snap
So there's
step
4
2.
chains.
Is there any cogs or gears to see how they would have got held the 4 blocks up to start with?
Hang on, there's only 2 blocks, isn't there?
Wait, but this means the head was lying, right?
The head seems to have lying or be disinterested.
Well,
Iggy
he didn't. If you unwrap him, it releases the woman. It weren't a lie.
Yeah.
But
I must make a note that
if we can heat
gentlemen and
metal
ladies-
both of those chains that are attached to the blocks at the same time, that'll stretch and snap the chain.
I think
Both
Andy wanted
chains.
to say something.
Yeah.
Are you okay, Andy?
I'm all right. Just I can't sit for a minute. Just keep in mind that the handwriting and the password are all from the previous owner, and Halloran did that headless BS to this thing because he wasn't good enough. Clearly, he had his own extracurricular activities.
Oh, I
Yeah.
had presumed that the note was from Dargoth.
Wait a minute. The handwriting was the doctor's.
Yeah.
Well, then he hasn't been as a head for 200 years, then, has he?
Wait.
No,
Oh
but
wait,
if
I
he's
misread the note. The
Right,
day
you
I
And-
closed
misread
the book of my previous life by destroying the altar put up in Clan Geddon's name. So he fucked with Dargoth, right?
might have. But in any case, just remember the password, the handwriting, and so forth all seem to roll back to the original family. So take anything being told you, but with a huge grain of salt.
I mean, I think the note is from Dargoth himself.
Yeah.
It seems
The
like
notes from Dargoth. I mean, the book.
Yeah.
Who wrote the book? DM.
The book and the note. When you look at the handwriting, it's different.
Oh, okay.
Right. And the book says that she's only been. Yeah. So how can the head with tentacles write a book when the last entry was only a couple of years ago
That's a good point.
and
I'm
have
being
been
an
a head
idiot.
with tentacles for hundreds of years?
And that is what Iggy is gonna say to the head. Your story is not adding up. I would advise that you come with the truth quickly.
I've told you the truth, of course. I would never lie. I've been tormented for hundreds of years. And now I'm nothing but. I'm nothing anymore. Please.
You ain't got nobody. You ain't got nobody.
How are you writing books then? And he gestures at the book on the table.
Why are you focusing on the little monster thing when there's a woman's life at stake?
Because the man who put the woman there is perhaps the key of getting her out. Now,
It's
head,
not unreasonable.
do you want to answer?
Sorry, what?
Go ahead.
Iggy was asking him how he's writing a book without a body.
Ah. It is true. I used to do some horrible things. But when Holleran came in, I changed. I'm not like that anymore, I swear.
Book is only 2 years old, and you said you've been in this state for hundreds of years.
I only said it felt like hundreds of years.
How long has it been?
I don't know. When you're
What did
stuck
you-
in a room, time seems to flow very
What-
quickly.
What did you actually do to get Holleran's ire?
I will show you something. But I need your trust.
What do you need my trust for?
Do you see that large construct in the corner over there?
Yes.
Yeah.
Bring me to it.
No.
It is one of my creations.
Iggy's gonna look at the party and adjust his glasses and go, by my calculations, I have a feeling that the interaction between the head and the construct will allow the head to take control of the construct. Perhaps that is how
Undoubtedly,
he's been
but-
doing these things.
Undoubtedly, but it also means that we might be able to use that strength to get the young woman out. So
Exactly.
Iggy will just gesture to the party and go, I believe it is all of yours choice. After all, you are all very invested in saving this woman.
mercy should be given where capable.
I don't fucking know what this thing is. Let alone if we can trust it.
I'm not a thing.
Yes, you are.
I'm a person. Dr. Gastel.
Norm's going to be
Yes.
like, you guys do what you want. I'm going to try and help this woman. If I can't help her, I will end her mercifully, and I will leave.
This is how we are helping this woman. Oh, this is at least one
Yeah.
possibility.
Norm's going to sit there and go, you're working with an evil creature that created that. That's not helping anything. You're just sitting there talking. Do something.
Created a
Um,
completely normal construct.
I grab the,
Iggy's
the
like
head.
muttering to himself.
I
You
grab
grab
the
the head.
head
No.
and I bring it to the construct.
Oh,
You
here
bring
we
it to the
go.
construct. Just put me down in front of it.
No,
And
no.
I do, and then I back away.
Oh,
As you back
no.
away, the innards that I said was hanging out from the head, they start to animate, and like a squid, it latches itself upon this construct and pulls itself into its stomach. Then the eyes open up on the construct, and the loose head laughs. You fools! You will be my next experiments.
Can't say I didn't
Roll
predict this, is what Iggy
initiative.
will say. Oh, frick. Frick, frack. Yeah, I foresaw this coming.
Mm-hmm.
As did everyone.
At least it's a good way to kill him. Now we can finally kill him. We
I
couldn't
don't
kill
think
him
we
before.
can kill him.
Or every time we hit the construct, we're going to take just as much damage back and die.
No, that would be evil.
And who's our DM?
I need one way to kill you guys. Come on.
Norm's not allowed to die. We've already said.
Yeah, exactly.
True is true.
Give me some of that Hulk serum. Let's go. I can see it there. The green
You just
stuff.
need to go and get the herb.
All right. So, Norm, you start off.
Oh
You
my
see
God, I
its
saw the Hulk
abdomen
below.
where it. You see the abdomen where it climbed in. You see it shut itself, and in front of you is now the large construct.
Yeah, stuff it. Norm's gonna get angry at the fact, not actually at the creature, just at the fact that Iggy took so long to actually do anything to help the woman. He was pretty
Whoa!
angry anyway, holding the stone. And now that this has all happened, he's pissed off, and he's gonna rage, run in.
Everyone's attacking Iggy. He was just trying to intellectually solve the problem.
And that didn't get us anywhere. And I'm just going to do the traditional Norm thing whilst in rage. Turn that on. And swing twice. 1, 2.
Let's see. The first attack hits it. The axe buries itself deep into the flesh. Like, it's a very, very tough flesh, this. However, it does penetrate it. The second attack, however, completely misses.
Yep, that's the turn.
Yep. Dusk.
All right. Seeing what's going on, I cast Fairy Fire on this thing. Not on it, on the thing. So,
On the thing?
shit. On the construct versus the head.
Fairy Fire is an area of effect, so you could
Yeah.
basically hit both of them.
All right. I just wanted to make sure I wasn't going to get a blowback or something if I could avoid it.
Yeah.
Hold on a second.
But if you cast it on it, Norm is also gonna get hit.
Well,
It is an area of effect.
10 feet.
All right, I'll cast it behind the construct.
Okay.
So Norm should be okay.
Mm-hmm. It needs to make a dexterity saving throw. It's really good at that. Not. It fails. It starts to illuminate. Anything else?
That's it for the moment. Oh, I'm going to move to here.
All right. It is going to make a legendary action. And it is going to, with its massive hand, it opens the hand flat and then slams it down upon you, like almost like squishing a bug on you, Norm. 15.
Yeah, that meets.
All right. Its hand slams down upon you. The entire room shakes as the force of this brutish slam hits you. You take 24 bludgeoning damage, and you are grappled by it. Also, it is AC's turn.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, bugger. Right, okay. Right. It's getting shot. Engaging primary target. Ugh, no, it's not.
Yeah, that's a miss.
Yeah. And
He
that
has
one-
advantage.
Hey!
Remember, fairy fire.
Oh yeah. All,
Oh,
all attacks towards it has advantage.
right. Well, I've crit with the foot. Well, I've crit with the cannon. Right.
Yeah.
I'll re-roll the other one in a minute. So there's the cannon damage.
Yeah. Let's see. It's magical, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Force.
All right.
And the firebolt.
Ah, force even.
Hey, the firebolt does hit. I hope.
Yes, it's a hit.
Hmm.
Yes.
68 plus 4, and I only got 25. What the fuck?
So you fire your fire at it. The fire strikes the creature. It does not seem to harm it. It's the opposite, in fact. It seems to be healed by the fire.
Oh, typical.
Anything
Yeah.
else?
Other than there's a quick churning, and the color of the wand turns from red to blue, and then we carry on.
All right. Zoe.
I charge in towards it while yelling to Dusk while doing it. I thought you were the one who said we shouldn't trust anything here. And let's get at it. I also
Let's see.
Also have advantage. Can I?
They're all hits.
Yeah, should I? Nah, no, I'm not going to. This probably has like plus 15 Constitution, so I'm not even gonna try.
All right. Anything else?
More attacks.
They are all hits.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna assume that it's magical.
All my attacks are magical.
Yeah.
Monk bullshit.
There we go.
The end of my turn.
All right.
Ludwig, don't you also have your gauntlets?
Yes, but they're not on unarmed strikes.
Oh.
It is going to take a legendary action, and it is going to slam down on you, Zoe, this time.
With the other
26.
hand.
With his other hand, yeah.
Okay.
26.
I think that's a hit.
Yep. You take 22 bludgeoning, and you are grappled by it. It looks at both of you, and it says, "You will end up just like the woman on those restraints. You look to be quite powerful," it says as it looks at you, Norm. "I'm gonna eat the weaker one." Its abdomen rips
Excuse me?
open. As its abdomen rips open, you can all see the head sitting there, and it's cackling like it's laughing manically.
Yeah, that's right.
Maniacally.
Zoe,
Manically, either one works.
yeah, Zoe, it just shoves you into its abdomen, and then it attempts to shut itself like teeth.
Mhm.
Roll me a strength save.
Oh boy.
That
Can I flash a
is-
genius to it?
Sure.
I don't think that's gonna help. though.
That's not gonna help.
That's not gonna save that. So I won't.
No.
All right. So Zoe, you are crushed in between this essentially, and as you now are pushed up against this head, it looks at you and it laughs. Its rotted tongue starts to be dragged across your cheek.
Ew.
Ugh.
You feel that not only is it very cramped in here and you're being crushed, but there is also like just death around you, and it starts to take a toll on you. But first you take 16 bludgeoning and another 15 necrotic damage.
Mm-hmm.
And that is its turn. Iggy.
Okay. Any attack from a magical weapon is a magical attack, right?
Yes.
How that works? Yeah. Okay, so Iggy's gonna shoot it with his bow.
Mhm.
Once. And then on the second hit from his bow, he's also gonna arcane heal Zoe. Oh, sorry, arcane jolt heal Zoe. So, the
You
heal
can't see
was-
Zoe.
But
She
she's
is
in
currently
prox-
engulfed
I
inside of
don't.
it.
Do I need to be able to see her?
I'm gonna assume so.
Oh, you can see. Yeah.
So,
I'll heal
yeah, oh yeah.
Norm with it instead then.
Zoe, by the way, you are restrained, suffocating, blinded, and deafened.
But apart from that,
except-
you're fine.
Yeah, apart from that, you're good.
So, just to clarify, that sharpshooter damage is actually 14, and then the 6 there is healing to Norm.
All right. So how much damage do you do to it?
14 plus 7, so 21.
All right.
And then before that, I did 14 plus 9.
All right. Yep.
And then Doggy's gonna run over, and do the help action.
Everyone already
So everyone
has
gets
advantage.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. He'll. I think he can set defend, so he'll do defend on Norm.
Isn't that a reaction?
All right.
Is that what?
Isn't that a
Reaction.
reaction?
Yeah, it is.
Yeah. So I'll hold it then, and then when he needs to use it.
Hmm.
You could attack with it.
It can't attack. It's not
Can't?
capable. No.
Hmm.
It can
Norm?
deflect attack, but that's it.
Can't.
You are currently grappled in its right hand. You just saw Zoe disappear into its abdomen. What do you do?
It's too early in the fight to do it. Right. Norm, really angry now, is gonna. Ooh. Norm, really angry, is gonna attack twice, and for the first time ever in his hand, or actually for the first time for any of you, other than Bloody Zoe would have seen it, Vex's revenge is gonna glow as I spin 3 souls out of it.
You do have advantage, so.
So, boom.
That is a hit. You strike at it. It looks at you. It looks to be very weakened. It says, "You are capable fighters, but hit me one more time, and I'll crush the little girl inside of me."
Norm's angry and reckless and go, "I'd like to see you try and basically." So we went in front of the head, didn't you? So I can, yeah, he's gonna try again. Even with the threat, it's just a threat. He needs to kill it before it can do it.
Mhm.
Just a normal attack this time. I say just a normal attack, like it's not something.
Yeah. It is a hit. It is still alive, however.
Yeah, that's everything.
All right. AC.
All right. Hmm. Right, so Zoe isn't actually there, is she?
No, she's inside of the construct.
Right. So, is there an obvious place to reach in and grab her?
It is fully closed.
Right. Okay. Right.
You could, like, it's an obvious slit in its stomach. You could
Yeah.
attempt to pry it open. And that would reveal Zoe. And she would be able to make an exit on her turn.
Right. That's what we're going to try and do. Oop, I assume this is strength athletics.
Yes, it
Happiness.
would be an athletics check.
I will add 4 to that with Flash of Inspiration as well.
All right.
So that's
Zoe?
25.
You see the fingers. You more hear a fleshy, like when you take a meat and you just like kind of squish it. You hear that sort of a sound, and then you see the light beaming in towards it. You now see the head. The head has basically moved itself, so it's essentially kissing you, like it's pressed towards you, and it's just licking your face. It seems to be enjoying this quite a lot. But
As a
as
bonus
the light now, sorry.
So as a bonus action, I want to shoot the head with the arcane cannon.
Okay, sure.
Do you
I
really
know
want to
that
do
was
that?
me, but it'll knock it off Zoe at the same time. So he
Oh,
gets pushed
that's
back
true.
by me. Where's my cannon? There it is. Hiya.
Where's my elephant?
Ugh,
That is a
so I
hit.
That and he's pushed
That-
back 5 feet.
Yep. All right. So as you push, you do also take 20 force damage. But
I
the
take
thing
20
is,
force damage.
yes.
Yeah.
But the thing is pushed backwards, and so you are by rules free of it, since you aren't. Is that not only grapple? Is it restrained as well?
It is.
But I wanted to just push the head away from it as opposed to the whole thing.
Hmm.
I didn't think
Oh.
I'd push the whole thing.
Yeah. In the grand scheme of things, it does not matter because
Right.
as you do that, the construct says, "Wait, we can talk this through. I'll help you. I'll help you through this. I'll help you save that girl. Just don't finish off the construct. I'll help you."
Still holding it open, waiting for.
Oh yeah,
So-
it's not closing.
So it's spitting in its face.
Yeah.
That's the answer she gives.
It is only with my strength that you can hold those boulders up.
That's a.
AC looks over at Tiggy.
You,
Awaiting orders.
are you seriously
He
gonna
doesn't
trust
even know
this
what's
guy?
happening. He's like quite a few feet away, so you can't hear any of this. I don't think. He's 70 foot away.
If they were to attempt to reach you, they would reach you.
How do you think this fucker is going to just go, "Woo, I'm now your friend"? No.
If
Subcommander
Iggy-
Zoe Dufresne, please state orders. Did you hear that? Sub-Commander Zoe Dufresne, please
Yeah.
give order.
Kill it!
Execution.
Murder it! Destroy it!
Right, well, I mean, I will do, but it's not my go, so.
Yeah.
All right, Dusk.
All right, Dusk has been amused by all of this, but I think we've had enough fun for one day. I bring out my scroll, one of the scrolls I have that has harm on it, and goodbye. I can't. The sheet still being a problem, so it's 14d6.
What type of damage is it?
Necrotic.
Okay. Well, that is going to finish off the construct. It just starts to moan, and then it falls down on his legs. It's essentially just shuts off. The head inside of it, though, seems to be much displeased with the outcome.
I'm going to pick up the head, whether he's moaning or not, and I'm going to place him under one of those stones and say, request knowledge of how to free girl without dropping stones.
If
For
you
your
drop
sake.
this stone on me, Your head will be crushed as well.
This construct is expendable.
No, you're not. Maybe. Right. Right? Right? But. Wait, just put him in a dark, dirty hole or something. I don't know.
Well, I think it will
the
cooperate.
construct is dead. Well, he's gonna actually inspect it.
Inspect what? The head?
The
construct?
construct. Yeah.
Oh yeah. It looks to be like. Roll me an Arcana.
Okay.
All right. So you definitely know about constructs and like the more fleshy ones, I should say. Much like the others, it's made out of several other different humanoids. You see clear marks of both children and elderly being constructed onto this larger piece. It looks to have been taken some serious damage. However, it could possibly still be repaired.
How
Is there
big?
anything you would like to know that I like
Yeah. So is it,
specifically?
in my knowledge of these kind of constructs, is it only limited to use from like the head, or is it probable that I can interact with it arcanically?
You could possibly change it, right? But the head seems to be the component that sort of gets it going.
Okay.
But with enough, like, if you were able to spend like gold and research on it, you could turn this thing into like a guardian if you so wished.
Oh. So, tackling the actual problem here. How high up
Iggy's-
are they?
Yeah.
Are the
Iggy is
stoneblocks?
gonna comment that he can fix this thing, but it's gonna take too much time.
Yeah, the stone are perhaps a meter and a half up above the ground.
Okay. And you said that they weighed somewhere around like several
200
hundred.
to 300
Okay.
kilos.
Iggy is going to, before Zoe does anything, Iggy is going to suggest, while I understand the wish to immediately relieve her of her suffering, she has been here for 2 years, and I could potentially,
Do you think she has been stuck there for 2 years?
we don't know.
No!
Let's put him there for 2 minutes. See how long he lasts.
My point is, we allow her to remain here until I can fix the construct, and then, having been able to control the construct, we can save her.
Or you know, we just move a bunch of furniture underneath these things. Not enough to keep them up forever, but for like the fraction of a moment where we can cut the restraints.
Iggy is just gonna, like, kind of raise his hands up and go, if you wish.
Because
Try
that thing just trying to kill me.
It is
And
a
she-
construct. The construct didn't try to do anything. It is
She-
arcanically set to follow its master.
So is just gonna go and pick up the head. And
Yep.
she'll then walk over to Iggy with it and say, "Hey," and then just smush it in Iggy's face.
Iggy will just, like, sidestep if she tries to do that. Little doggy will come in her face, like, whoo, whoo. It's like, I'd rather you didn't. These clothes
No.
are quite nice.
I rather if I you rather if I didn't. I had this in my face.
I understand that. Your problem is
And
with
by the way,
head.
Dusk,
I
do
have-
you want a taste?
I have no issue with the head. I simply want to repurpose the construct.
Right, so just to clarify, the 4 chains, is there a central point where they all connect to each other? All 4 of the chains?
Yes, at the very ceiling.
Uh,
I
Alright,
have
so
an idea.
Chains run through a
I have
loop
an
in the ceiling.
Right, and I have an idea. Okay, I don't have it prepared, so let me see if I can ritually cast this.
Do the chains run through a loop in the ceiling?
Yes, they do.
Right, we need to pull a loop down.
Mm-mm.
We bring the loop down, that destroys the whole system.
Well,
Um,
wondering about this. Iggy's gonna test this green liquid here.
Mhm.
He's gonna take a piece of paper and just like run the tap and put it out on the paper, see the effect it has on it.
It looks to be decomposing rapidly, the paper.
Okay, he'll drop it like immediately. So some sort of corrosive acid, I guess.
Perhaps.
Can I roll a? I don't even know what it'd be under. Something to see if I recognize this kind of effect.
Sure, you can roll a roll a medical.
I thought so. And I'll add a 5 to that. Sure.
Okay. So during your studies, you have heard about things like this. It is known as far as you know, it's just known as liquid death. Anything that touches it essentially rapidly decomposes. If you were to dip your finger in this, you would start to decompose. The only way to get rid of this decomposing issue would be to cut the finger off.
Okay.
It
That
is
sounds
known
like
to
fun.
be extremely like this is some throughout all of the like the
Is
country.
it just living tissue that works on?
She did try with paper. The paper was decomposing as well.
Okay. Iggy's gonna carefully bottle a couple of these. Yeah, I was already thinking that.
Okay.
Still the
He's-
same problem though. We need to
If you
get
put it on
all-
the chains, yeah, unless they both went at exactly the same time, you're still ripping the woman apart.
Well, but why couldn't we do them at the same time? 4 people, 4 bottles, pour them at the same time.
They all still deteriorate differently.
Yeah.
It's
Put
like
it on the
an
loop on the
organic
ceiling.
pattern.
Put it on the
Well,
loop on the
either
ceiling.
way, Iggy's gonna point it out to the group, and he's going to bottle. How many can he bottle, GM? Do you think?
You could bottle a lot if you want to. However, do know that all the regions and such, this is considered to be highly outlawed.
Oh, but I've got backup holding. It's fine.
Yeah.
It's fine. You'll get through airport security.
If you give AC a bottle, he can fly up to the ceiling and pour it on the loop that's got all the chains in it. That'll break and bring the whole system down.
Oh, Iggy's not gonna stop. Iggy will give a bottle to AC if he asks for it. If he composits his theory, and he'll allow the group to decide. In the meantime, I'll assume that he has maybe 5 bottles in his Tinkin kit. So he'll fill up 5 bottles of liquid death, and I'll put it in the party fund. Just start throwing it at vampires.
Right. So I'm going to do that, DM.
Right. As you do that, the loop starts to deteriorate. It is almost as you were pouring acid into it, and then, out of nowhere, the loop itself is just not strong enough to hold the entire thing, and the loop just snaps. At first, it looks to be as if the woman is about to be ripped in half. But then the stones fall down onto the ground and the chains fall down with it. The chains, however, are still very heavy and they fall upon this woman,
Oh, shit.
injuring her quite badly.
Oops.
I will be upon her and do
Well, it's
what I
better than
can
being pulled in half, I suppose.
to give
Iggy
her.
will smile at AC, by the way, and go, "Very good theory. Seems to have worked out. Proud of you."
Sometimes it's
Error.
better to be wise
I-
than smart.
This unit is feeling pleased.
Wait. While Zoe is doing the medical side. Wait, is it feeling?
Error.
Good
We
boy.
don't know
No
how
feelings.
advanced programming is, but I imagine it is sentient to some degree.
You use the med.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Guys, sorry, Vic. I have to bail, guys. I can't maintain anymore. I'm very sorry.
No.
Oh,
it's
don't worry about it,
okay.
Nick. You go. It's fine.
Yeah,
Don't be daft.
I
It's,
tried.
We'll,
Yeah,
we'll
no.
see you again soon.
Don't
Hopefully.
don't
Yeah.
don't force yourself, dude. You get better.
Yeah,
Of course.
Hey, thanks, guys.
rest up.
Yep.
Bye.
See you next week.
See you later, dude. Daft
Alright.
sod. See-
I think this is a good opportunity to call for a break. Take a 5-minute break. Refresh your drinks and empty your bladders and all that good stuff.
Mm.
All right. So
I
it's
need.
been.
Yeah, I really need to go to the bathroom.
God
Sorry.
damn it.
I'm dealing with cameras as well.
Yeah, I've seen that.
Yeah, I know. I can deal with that while we're doing the session.
Can you still hear us?
Yeah.
All right. So, let's get it started then. So you have eliminated the boulder trap. The woman now lies there, though she's still bruised because of the massive chain that just slapped in her face and her body. Her broken nose has been fixed by Zoe with her medic's kit. However, she's still completely unconscious.
Norm's gonna, well, if no one had done it yet, Norm's gonna untie the chain, like the restraints. Undo them.
Yep. You easily untie them. And with each wrap that you remove from her wrist and her ankles, you see that she's probably been here for a couple of days. Her wrists are purple in color, and they look to be dislocated in all the places.
Ouch.
Yeah, I mean, Norm's gonna, whilst untaking them, just try and wake her up as carefully as possible without causing more damage.
You do manage to wake her up. She slowly opens her eyes, and then she screams. She screams about the pain that she can feel in her entire body. Not only because of the chain, but also because of whatever she has been put through. She sits up now. She doesn't seem to realize that you guys have freed her, as she quickly puts herself in a fetal position and hides her head in between her legs.
Does anyone have any extra clothes? A blanket?
Iggy will crouch down to kind of like the level of the table and pull out a blanket from the bag of holding and wrap it around her shoulders. And he'll give her an awkward pat on the shoulders and goes, "We are here to aid you. In fact, we went to many lengths to do so. There is no need to be afraid."
She whimpers and she says, "Please, no more. Please. Just end me."
No more will be inflicted on you. We have dealt a significant amount of trauma to the man who did this to you.
As
Yeah,
you mention the man, you can all hear the head. Bring me closer to her. I can help her.
Can we shut him up?
Iggy will offer out a rag to Zoe.
I'm gonna.
Shove the rag into its mouth.
I will take the head back into that room and shut the door.
All right.
Iggy will look at the girl and just kind of look awkwardly at the rest of the group, clearly not knowing how to handle a situation like this.
Yeah.
There is no more need for distress. You are free to go.
Make a persuasion check.
Oh, this is gonna go well. Persuasion. Wow!
It's okay. You're free to go now.
Yeah. She just covers her ears with her hands and screams out.
She might need psychological assistance. It's not my field of expertise. And at that point, Iggy just kind of steps away from the situation.
Right.
Yeah, the giant robot of death will step away as well.
Norm's gonna basically pick her up in the blanket that Iggy had given her, and take her back into the other room where the sofa was, the comfier seat, back where we kind of set half of it on fire. But
Isn't that on?
Yeah, the sofa is just burnt
oh,
to
it's
crisp.
gone. Oh, okay.
Mm.
Well, Norm's gonna pick her up and say, "Well, let's take her somewhere that's a bit more comfortable rather than in here."
Yeah.
And basically go to whichever, I can't remember as a player, I'm sure he would, it's been a lot more trauma in for him, which direction the nearest sort of comfy spot was.
It would probably be inside where you found the head.
No.
I'm not going anywhere near that. Yeah.
I think it would be going back to the hallways.
Yeah, back to the entrance.
The bedchamber?
Not necessarily the bedchamber, but
I mean, the bedchamber's a good idea. It's got a bed in it.
Yeah, but the bed that hurts people.
No,
Isn't
not that bed.
nice?
That bed's in pieces.
Oh yeah.
I threw a shatter bomb at it. It's
Yeah.
dead.
Yeah, I'm gonna take her back to the entrance hall anyway, sort of thing.
All right. You feel that she struggle, but she's so weakened that there's no way she's gonna be able to do anything.
I'll just follow and basically just try to like speak calmly and be like, "It's fine. We're dealing with the situation. You're safe now. We're taking care of the terrible people." If
She
you
says
need-
nothing.
The whole time, Norm's going to be sort of trying to, again with Zoe, just sort of comfort her, but at the same time trying to work out if she's in a position that she could walk alone at some point, or if we are going to have to basically, when we leave this castle, take her with us, because she, like, if the injuries are substantial to the point where she can't walk herself.
Wait, was that a question to me?
Yeah.
Only kind of. Or,
Yeah, okay. Make me an insight. Make me a medicine check.
yeah, because a northern is well good at it. Actually, it's not that bad. 13. It
Yeah.
wasn't
She would probably need some resting. Before she would be able to walk on her own. Most of the things that in her legs and arms that could be dislocated are dislocated. So the chances of her even being able to stand up on her own are very low.
Okay.
You could try
So, yeah.
to pop the bones back in their sockets, but
I mean,
gonna hurt.
Norm would leave that for Zoe to do with the
Yeah,
med kit.
and I'm not sure. I'm not like. Does it look? She still doesn't respond, right?
nope.
No. So then when we get to the bed chamber, it's gonna be like, just like we just put her in the bed and make sure like that it's as comfortable as possible, and it'd be like,
Would it be the best? Was there not sofas in the entrance hall?
Yeah, there was one. I can check. There was none. No.
Oh, okay. Then yeah, it'd be that bed chamber that we found that we had the rest in, the one with the hole in the door.
Yeah. The big ass keyhole.
Yep.
and then I'll basically just go, "Hey, so my name's Zoe, and we're just gonna try to deal with the remaining people. Then we're coming back to help you. Just stay here and take
Have a
it-
rest.
yeah, have a rest." And Yeah.
So she's clearly heard you,
Yeah.
but she says nothing.
and basically that's where we're gonna have to leave it, because
Yeah.
it's not
If
gonna
she's not responding, we're just gonna leave her there to sleep it off, sort of thing.
well, it's, like sleep at least like recover a bit, because we're not gonna try to like pop in joints while they're catatonic. That seems like a bad combination.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So, you all group up then?
Yeah.
Well, us two, me, yeah, Norm and Zoe would have been taken over. What?
Yeah. Then we group up after that.
Regroup.
Alright.
Yeah. Well, we've got the third cog now, so would we not go to the cog wheel?
It would perhaps
door.
be wise to fully explore this area before.
Yeah. Let's just check that there aren't any other things.
There may be other
yeah, there-
individuals who you wish to save.
And somebody's just gonna like look at Iggy and be like, "You didn't want to save her?"
It is less that I didn't want to save her, more that you all prioritize saving her more highly than perhaps I would have.
Norm's just gonna shout out, "That's because you don't care about anything other than yourself."
Oof.
Iggy will just kind of chuckle. He's got like, and it's not like a malicious chuckle, it's just kind of like that kind of chuckle you give to a child when they make a childish argument, where you just don't even want to interact with the argument, so you just go, and then just walk away. He's gonna look at this door though.
Yeah. Let's take it. That door then.
Which door first?
This one.
This one.
Doesn't really
Alright.
matter. One door.
You open the door, and you are introduced to what looks to be a beautiful bedchamber.
We should have brought her here.
We know the other one was safe.
Yeah.
Well, safer, as safe as the haunted mansion could be.
Safer.
Yeah.
As they step in, Iggy will mutter to Zoe, kind of softly, "It's not that I don't care. It's just that logic dictates that I act more rationally than perhaps the heart would wish." And with that, he'll start looking around the room.
Yeah. She just begins to respond, but then stops herself. Like, no, that's not.
So, I could go through and describe the room, but I think the battle map pretty much describes it. However, other than that, there is a beautiful crimson glass standing over here.
Is the glass crimson or is the contents crimson?
The glass is crimson. It doesn't look to be any content in it.
Hey,
Is this where we've put the girl?
No, we
No.
put her in the one with the hole in the door.
Oh, right, okay.
Iggy's gonna open this cabinet.
All right, you open the cabinet, and there seem to be 3 coats hanging on the hanging in there, and they look quite odd. Almost as if they were made out of like some weird type of skin, like leather coats. They're quite long as well.
What color are they?
Black.
Beige.
Iggy's just gonna scoff and shrug and go, "Fashion." And,
I don't think that's fashion. That's terrible fashion.
Yeah, well, I would not consider myself a proprietor of high-end fashion. I keep myself simple, and he just adjusts like his very classic kind of suit coat and everything. And he'll walk over to. Is the window here? Is that what the window is?
Yeah, it's a window.
Yeah.
And it is a fake window, much like the other windows around the castle. Do you
Okay.
close the closet after you?
No.
Okay.
Is there anything underneath the bed?
No, there's nothing underneath the bed.
Need to check. Is there drawers in the?
Yes, there are. However, they're all empty or just filled with just things that doesn't really interest you.
Rubber bands, pens, paper clips. Oh, yeah.
Yeah. The only the only interesting things in this room are the crimson glass and then the coats. Other than that, there's nothing really interesting in the room.
You say that, but I've seen a bear head and now a deer head in different bedrooms.
Well, I guess we'll look at the glass that has been pointed out to us several times.
I mean, it's just a very simple glass. The glass itself is red in its color, and the stand, if I can call it that, is made of what perhaps could be gold. It is yellow in color. It could probably fetch a good value if you were to sell it.
Yeah. Look at my wardrobe. So we're just simply gonna go walk over and pick up some fruit. And leave the glass where it is. Does the fruit look fine?
Yeah.
No?
It just looks like regular fruit. Feels
Yeah.
like regular fruit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. So,
Iggy will follow her out.
okay.
As you all leave the room, you all hear a slam coming from the room.
Iggy's gonna go back in. Is the closet closed?
Yes.
Ah, well, something seems to be at play here.
AC, did you do that?
Did I do what?
Close it.
Close what?
The closet.
You have to be very specific. He's not very good at conjecture.
AC, did you cause the
I
closet
did
to
not
close?
close the closet, no.
Okay. Norm?
Norm never entered the room. He stood in the doorway right here.
Yeah, okay. Well, go there and open it again.
You open it, and it's like before. There are 3 jackets hanging in there, coats.
Just gonna back up and exit the room.
Do you close them?
No?
Alright. Do you all leave the room?
Well, Norm in the doorway as he was before, sort of thing. Not.
I don't think anything's gonna happen until we all leave.
Yeah. When you all leave the room, you can all hear the slam once again coming from the room.
Ah!
Yes, I believe something either magical or in another plane is ensuring the door will be closed. Most
So,
intriguing.
Narnia?
But you just walk into the wardrobe, just headbutt the railing.
Magical kingdom.
So
It's the actual outside. It's the world of the fake mirror windows.
Mm.
So opens the door again and simply just takes the rocker and places it in between them.
Ah, yep.
And leaves.
So what happens? We all leave with the door. locked.
You hear the slam once again, and then another slam.
And then looks in.
Yeah, the rocking chair has been knocked over, and the doors are closed.
Wow. That's an interesting closet.
Indeed. I wonder if a spirit is ensuring that it's closed. How interesting.
Okay. I guess that is where we'll leave that then.
Well, unless you have any further ideas of how to handle it.
I don't know. I've just never come across a closet that closes itself when you leave the room.
Let's continue our inspection of the rest of the floor, and we can always return to it.
Yeah. There's a door over here, by the way.
Oh, is that?
All right.
Oh no! Close it quickly before Iggy gets here.
Oh, books! Iggy runs in
AC,
like
fireball, fireball.
you know one of those ads when there's like when the woman's like running through the fields. That's like what Iggy's like. He's just running through his arms. He's just like,
Feels
yes,
alive with the
books
sound of.
of
So-
reading.
In this room, there are countless books. All of them are very dusty, not having been read for a very long time. There is, however, one difference with some of them. One of the shelves seem to have been recently, like someone has recently rummaged among a shelf. On this shelf are several books. The books are in order as they stand. They're called, the first one is called Reactory. The second one is called Another Tale. The one after that is called How to Train Your Zombies. The one after that is called Love of a Vampire. The one after that is called Darling in the Dead. The one after that is called No More Soup for Me, Please. The one after that is called Louise and the Beast. And the one after that is called Oliver and the Lich. And the last book is titled Is That a Zombie?
What's that coming over the hell? Is it?
I'm not sure if this is just a huge troll or if this is actually a puzzle.
No, that was a troll. How to
You're gonna-
train your zombies? Come on.
Are you gonna post a list, Ludwig?
Yeah, I didn't catch all of them. They were too long, too many. And that's why I said I'm not sure if this is a troll or a puzzle. Because if it is a puzzle, I want them to redo them. If it's a troll, we can just move
I can,
on.
If
like,
it's
if
the-
you guys want me to redo them, I can do that. That's fine.
Can you just put it in a note?
Sure. Let me do this.
Okay.
It should work.
Oh!
These are the titles of the book. Like, I know they're like How to Train Your Zombie. There's a spelling error there, but I just didn't care because I knew what it said. Right? So,
It's a misprint.
yeah.
It's an extra
It's
valuable
worth a
edition.
lot.
Yeah.
Funnily enough, Iggy is gonna pick up the Love of the Vampire book first.
Mhm.
Does it have a summary? Does it? What's it
Yeah,
generally about?
it's just a story about a person who just fell in love with a woman, and he so happens to be turned into a vampire, as they both fall in love with each other, and they're both struggling with how to continue on with their lives.
Twilight.
I'm
Okay.
interested in a No More Soup for Me, please.
Do you want me to tell? Okay. So the No More Soup for Me, Please is a comedy book. It is about a man and a woman who has this fetish for consuming large amounts of food. And it just goes to one point where the woman just says, "No more soup for me, please." I don't know.
This.
Okay, so the only other book that seems to be nonsensical is the Reactory book. So Iggy's gonna check that one out.
Yeah.
Can we take
I don't know what that is about.
You don't know. It's written in a different language.
Okay, this
Yeah.
is definitely bullshit. All right.
Can-
Iggy's just gonna look at these books and go, it seems to be someone's daily reading schedule of some sort. I'm not sure there's any use.
Could we take this part as our short rest as we
Sure.
flick through books?
Yeah.
I
The
will help out.
contents are just randomly. It's just books at the end of the day.
So how do we train the zombie?
So, how to train your zombies? It's just a story about a northern village that has a zombie problem, and instead of killing the zombies, a young kid manages to befriend one zombie.
He was a zombie.
Oh,
And
he
as he
makes
befriends-
friend with a zombie that's lost its foot,
Yeah, exactly.
and he builds it a
Yeah.
new mechanical foot.
No, the zombie lost its teeth, and it's like, oh, poor zombie. I need to put some teeth in this bitch.
Here's some cure wounds, Zoe, by the way.
I'm not sure I need it if we take a short rest.
Oh, okay. You don't need it. Fair enough.
I'm not sure.
I take it back.
I don't think we need it.
Okay. I take it back. I didn't cure wounds you.
All right. So in front of
Okay.
you are the shelves with these books.
Yeah. I think we just leave the room. I
Yeah.
suppose.
All right.
There was definitely a purpose there. I have no. Oh wait. Nothing happened if we took every single book off the shelf, right? There
No.
was nothing behind them or anything.
No.
Yeah. Then I guess we just leave them. Vic's got this look on his face of like, "Whoa, you fools!"
I mean, yeah. I'm not gonna lie.
Hang on a second.
Yeah. This doesn't make any sense. Okay.
Wait, what was that guy called again? The head.
I wrote it in chat.
Yeah, I can't scroll that. It's lost to chat.
Dr. Gastel.
Gastel.
his name?
Yeah.
Okay. You can't spell Gastel with this. Can't spell. Oh wait, can you spell Holorant
Can
with
you?
the books? You can spell Holorant with
You
the
can.
books.
Yeah.
Okay, wait. So Iggy's about to leave the room, and then he goes, 1 second.
He has a
And
flash of genius.
Yes, he has a flash of genius without having to use the ability. And he rearranges the books to spell Holorand.
As you do that,
Well
you can
done.
all hear a loud click. And from the shelf below, the books are just pushed over, and a slide opens up, and inside lies an amulet.
Iggy just goes, Eureka! And he'll take out the amulet and he will cast Identify on it.
All right.
Amulet of the Dead. How refreshing.
Oh. Okay. I think Iggy's gonna put this around his. Well, it could be cursed. Risk the curse. Risk the curse. Ah, fuck it. Let's risk the curse. We have someone with greater restoration. Iggy will put on the amulet. He won't have time to attune to it yet anyway, right? I'm assuming.
No. However, as you do put on the amulet,
Oh, here we
you
go.
start to feel weird. And as you look at your fingers, they start to turn blue.
I take off the amulet.
It does not stop it.
No, fuck.
Then
You start to cough violently.
Oh dear.
Your hair starts to fall off.
I fucking knew it was this.
Yeah, so we will usher all. Okay, the dog and the metal man probably can't catch anything from this, but
But can I cast Dispel Magic? On
You can.
myself.
However, Dispel Magic does only remove spells that someone has casted on you. So,
Oh yeah. Okay.
like haste, for an example.
Can we
You
have
start.
dust? cast Greater Restoration?
Do we know if this is actually a bad, like, it's a visual thing, but like, do you have any actual
So,
issues?
as you all start to see the panic on Iggy's face, Iggy, you know what these signs are. You are starting to decompose rapidly. However, after a while, it just stops. You look like a zombie.
Oh, fuck's sake.
However-
There goes my good looks.
You do not need to breathe anymore. You can hold your breath for as long as you wish.
Well,
You are what someone would call clinically dead, except you aren't.
Oh my god.
You feel fine, right? You just look like a fucking
Like
mess.
shit.
Yeah, like shit. You look like a zombie.
I just
Does
wanna point
Iggy
out
know
the
if
one
this is
person that planned
reversible?
everything.
Yes, you could probably like if it is a curse, you could probably reverse the curse without a problem.
But right now, it's not harming me in any way.
As far as you can tell, no.
As long as someone doesn't cast radiant magic on me, probably.
I
Am
do
I
just wanna
immune to
point out-
neurotic damage?
neurotic damage.
Neurotic.
You would have to try.
Mm.
You
I'll let
just-
the enemy
when,
try.
When Norm finally sees you, because he didn't bother coming into the library, you are going to see the giant laugh. Big time. And just go, I thought we weren't allowed to play with objects.
Iggy will shrug and go, as of right now, I've seemed to actually improve my survivability ability. And
Improved your
furthermore, I
Improved.
looks are transient. Eventually, I was going to become an 80-year-old man anyway.
You look 180.
Well, then I am a man that has lived a long life. And he seems completely unbothered by his condition. I, as a player, am more bothered than Iggy is bothered by it. And he puts it's stopped, right? Did it stop? Because I guess the process is fucking complete,
it gets
though,
to
right?
a point. So, if I were to describe, not only is most of the hair fallen off, your nails have started to fall off. Like they aren't really attached anymore. Your teeth feel very like you could probably just pull the teeth out at this point.
Well, he's not gonna do that.
There's
he
like
likes to
pus
talk.
coming out from orifices out of your body. You start to get a bit itchy. When you start to itch, like the skin is just very loose.
He will just say, when dusk has re-arrived, I will ask him to remove this pesky curse.
Well,
But it doesn't feel like if he puts the amulet back on, it's gonna get worse, right?
No.
Okay, he's
Like
just gonna put
when-
the amulet back on.
well, who's rash now then, huh?
Bless you.
Unfortunately, my excitement for finding the item obscured my logic for a second. However, I don't think the outcome was entirely negative. And as he says that, he starts scratching like a pus mark. on himself. And he just adjusts his glasses, moves on.
So he just stands with Norm for a minute. And like, do we have a bag we can put over his head or something?
Norm's gonna pick up the sword. I can put this over his head.
Oh wait. Now that Iggy doesn't have to breathe, you could put that thing's head in the bag of holding.
True.
Well,
I thought of a way around that as well. The killing it thing. Theoretically, if it kills itself, it only does the harm to itself. It would be an infinite loop of harming itself. So if you just put a puddle of the green goo, the liquid death, underneath him, and said, if you want to end it, roll.
Can a head roll itself though?
can it?
Well, you
yeah.
You could prop it up on something to roll. Go put your tongue out, so it stops, and as soon as you've let go, it's now in its own control to let go and put himself underneath into the goo.
You still put it in the position though.
I put it on a table that can roll.
Either way, Iggy doesn't care about the head anymore. The head's useless. He doesn't care if the head suffers for the rest of time. So he's gonna go ahead and just open this door.
Boop. There we go. It just looks to be a normal closet. There are some broken laboratory stuff here as well. But
Is that a mossy lounge chair?
yeah, it's just ripped to pieces.
Oh, okay. It's not covered with moss. Okay.
No, it's just green.
No.
it's just hideous. Okay, I see.
Yeah. Yes.
Can we just search this area? There seems to be something over here that's like pouring.
What?
Yeah, like over here, there's like a tap and stuff.
Yeah, that's the broken laboratory stuff.
Okay. Can we move the sofa, like pull it forward to see if there's anything underneath it further?
Sure. You do see something. It looks to be... Actually, roll me a perception check. Investigation.
Investigation. Okay.
Yeah. So, you do find something. It looks to be, if you were to perhaps be able to picklock something, like, it looks like a lock here. Perhaps if you had thieves' tools, you could perhaps pry something open.
I do have thieves' tools, so I will do that.
All right.
Is it sleight of hand?
Just roll thieves' tools. Dexterity.
So is it just a dex roll?
Mm-hmm. Of course, if you're proficient with them, you can.
I am.
Have that.
So I'll roll it, and then you can just add a +4.
So 17. That is exactly the number I need for you to succeed this. You basically open a door to a new room, essentially. And in this room is a large chest. The
Yeah,
chest does not seem to have a lock on it.
As soon as Iggy does this, he just goes, "Ignatius, you are on a roll." And he'll
The
look at
zombie
the
found a door.
I think it's time for caution for once. So, ritually cast detect magic?
Alright, let me put all of you in here. Stand still.
He just kind of explains everyone. Due to my unfortunate incident earlier, I'm going to provide a level of caution on this and ensure that nothing untoward will happen. And then he'll just take some time to ritually cast detect magic.
He's gonna sit there and goes, "You're gonna sit there for 10 minutes. Look even better when you open that and there's another curse."
So, you sense no magic from the chest. Like, the chest itself isn't magical.
And then he looks at AC XP and goes, "Order, open the chest."
Goes and opens the chest.
Yeah, you open the chest, and in the chest lies a pair of gloves.
Okay, I'm running out of spell slots, so I'm gonna ritually cast Identify.
Okay. You take another 10 minutes to cast Identify. I'm spoiling you with magical items.
To be fair, I am going above and beyond to find these items. Oh, wait. Wow. That's actually really good.
Yeah.
So, Iggy's gonna explain to everyone. He's going to emphasize that he's not sure if they are cursed. However, he will say that he has... I think braces count as gloves, right?
Yeah.
Like, they take the same slot.
Yeah.
He will emphasize that he has his own braces and that Zoe also seems to have her own. So perhaps AC or Norm would be better suited.
Quick question. The attuned creature may put down 3 desirable points within a mile.
You would have to be at that point and put it down.
Yeah, okay, yeah, exactly. And
So you can't just say, "Oh, that point." You need to physically be at that point and then put that point. Like it's like a beacon almost. Imagine like a beacon that you put down. And as long as you're within 1 mile of that beacon, you can teleport to that beacon.
So let's say
Yeah,
we're
effectively,
entering a bad. Sorry, go on.
I just said effectively it's a quick save.
Yeah. But essentially, like, let's say we're in a bad spot. We know we're going into a dungeon. You can put a point at like the entrance of the place, and then if we're in a TPK situation, you could just teleport your character out.
Yes.
So Norm?
Yeah.
Norm.
Like I said with the ring, I really don't. I've got
I've
the
got,
magic sword. I've got the ring. So,
I've got gloves already.
so literally, it's me or Dusk. Well, let's hold fire and see if Dusk wants them.
Yeah.
I don't think it's gonna be that useful.
And if Dusk doesn't want them, then yes, Norm will get all of the bonus magics that no one else wants. Norm will happily take them. And just
To
be
be
like, "Yep,
fair,
I'm some
think-
ultra magic fat muscly man."
I think
Clear it.
before Casimir was getting loads of magical items, so I think it just happens sometimes.
Yeah.
And then we tried to leave the room.
yeah.
I feel like we're not going to be able to by the way that the GM has suddenly locked everything off.
I mean, I was out in the corridor. I
Yeah.
was on mute. I didn't realise it. I was wandering the
there you
corridor
go.
while you was.
Let me do this.
So I will also ask another question. Putting down a desirable point, what type of action is that?
It's just yeah, it's just an action to put down. If
Okay.
you were to do that in combat, it would just be an action.
Okay. And a desirable point, is that a point, a geographical point, or a
Physical marble sort of
Yeah.
thing.
You just how do I explain it? You just need to be at a point. You just need to be able to
is
touch
it
with the gloves.
is it coordinates? Or
Coordinates. Yes.
yeah, okay.
Yes,
So you
coordinates.
can't like put it on a
A rock and throw the rock? No.
yeah. No. Okay.
No.
No. Okay. That would have been cool though.
Ludwig is already thinking of all of the ways to abuse this
That's-
item.
I mean, that's because every time everyone goes offline and it's me, Ludwig, and Vic, we are here talking about how we can break the item.
Yeah.
But it's better to talk about it in advance than when
Yeah.
we get into the situation.
Let's try this door then, right? Before
that's
the
a
other
door, yeah.
door.
Yeah, I mean, if there was a doorway up there, while I was letting Iggy do the searching, Norm would have come and opened whatever door was up in this corridor, which is why he was walking the corridors.
So it seems to be some sort of a guest room. This room is nowhere near as fancy as the other room, like bedrooms you've been in. There are a pile of clothes on this chair. Seems to be of just typical commoner clothes. And the room is in general very dusty.
Yeah, by the way, Vic, there's no like line of sight thing here, so we can see both rooms.
Yeah.
I
Oh.
actually can't.
That's fine. But hey, that's alright.
Okay, let's open the closet.
Oh.
Norm's gonna collect the
This
clothes.
explains it.
No, I placed that.
Yeah, Ludwig
Oh!
placed that.
Okay.
Norm's gonna pick up the common clothes and put them in his bag
Oh yeah,
to
for the
give to the
girl.
girl.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because as much as everyone thinks he's a careless brute, he's actually quite caring.
Like, the clothes are definitely for women.
It wouldn't have mattered, it's just clothes.
Yeah.
Clothes is clothes.
Mm-hmm. Anything else?
Is there anything under the bed?
No.
You are waiting for the monster under the bed, aren't
A monster, someone hiding. It's all the same.
you? Peekaboo!
We pass through the wall. I walk. We take the shortcut and through the
You know
other.
all of the magic items I've given you? I'm gonna be taking those back.
Oh, I didn't get a single one.
We
Leave my
walk
ring.
through
It's the only
wall.
way I'm going to get Norm to die. Because it doesn't say I can't spend more than my hit points. I can auto die. I can ultimate crit auto die.
So, having of course used this door here, we explore this next room.
Yeah, the scene is just the same here. However, this room hasn't been touched. Unlike the other room, which has seen some activity, this room is completely untouched, as far as you can tell.
And are they exactly? They're not exactly the same, right? There's some differences, like the different closet size and.
Yeah, yes, there are some differences to them.
Now I can't see in.
Oh, the wall reformed.
Now I'm going to have to move the token.
Okay, so we'll open the
I
closet
can't
again.
get in. The door's shut.
Ah,
Yeah.
Sorry, Maria, what?
I said, I'll open the closet again.
Yeah, it is completely empty.
And under the bed.
I want.
I'm just gonna add something next, like to the next area. There's going to be something terrifying under the bed, but there's nothing under the bed.
It's a mirror.
Iggy is, he looks over the group and he attempts to scratch his beard, and then just hair falls out into his hand,
Oh.
and he just
Oh.
goes ah, and then just like goes like that.
And more
I
falls off.
I still wonder upon the wardrobe with all of the leather jackets in it. I still feel like we're perhaps missing something there.
You think it would tie together the new look?
He just lets out a, "Huh, what an amusing joke," and then walks out. And he doesn't seem angry as he says it. He just seems like he knows that's how you're meant to respond to a joke, so that's how he responds.
So,
It's actually probably really disconcerting because every time you see Iggy and he's talking and stuff, his chest is just like not moving.
yeah. And in fact, so will even like when Iggy's moving away, it's gonna just turn to AC and be like, "You felt something before. What does that make you feel?"
what does what make me feel?
The status of your commander?
My commander is still ambulatory, and my commander is fine.
Your commander is dead.
Are they though?
My commander is not dead, clearly.
Okay.
He's merely a different form of living.
It's an undead form of living.
Well, unless anyone has any ideas about the very mysterious closing wardrobe, I would say that we're close to done here.
Unless there's a door up here
Where?
where we are.
No. All the doors has been opened.
Oh well then.
The doors that you can see.
Well, I'm going to take the clothes back to Mystery Lady then.
She's still sleep. Like she's fallen asleep on the bed.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm just going to put them in a pile next to her. So that when she wakes up, or if she wakes up, at least there's some clothes there she can put on.
Yeah, and I'll put the fruit there as well.
And I
Right.
guess we go back down.
And my
Back over.
axe.
And my bow.
Well, we have the final gear. However, I did want to try the safe one
yeah.
more time.
Well, the safe and the third cog we've got.
The
We
cog,
can do it all.
we can do the safe first. So he's gonna put in the name of the head.
Does not
Yeah.
work. Nothing happens.
Gastel the Fourth.
Doesn't work.
Yep.
What
Nothing
about
happens.
Clangeddon?
We did that.
We
already.
tried that.
Yeah.
Did we try that one
you-
before?
Yeah, doesn't work.
Dargoth
Ah.
all around. None of it work. Well, Gastel.
Dog off the first?
What if we put 18315?
Oh.
It clicks.
Yes! I'm on it today.
18315.
Yeah, from the.
We
note.
get another eureka from Iggy.
I'm actually really impressed. So, the door slides open. Inside, you find a room with a chest, and then another chest. One of the chests is already opened. It is filled to the brim with gold. There are also large gems scattered about in the room.
Iggy doesn't even seem that happy with the result of what's in the room. He just seems proud of himself. He goes, Ignatius, you have not skipped a beat. And then he's just gonna open his bag of holding and just start scooping things. Just. How much
So?
gold we talking, GM?
So in gold, you have 5,000 gold.
Ooh.
You have one blue gem worth 1,000 gold.
Ooh.
And then you have 15 smaller rubies, each worth 100 gold.
Ooh.
What's in the chest?
1,000.
What's in the box?
What's in the box?
He said,
You
was it
open it?
100 gold per ruby? Sorry.
Yes.
Okay.
They don't
Do
stack
you
with
open the
other ones.
chest?
Yes.
Alright. You open the chest, and inside of the chest lies a large axe.
Oh.
Its blade is still covered in blood and guts from whoever had it before. Also, the blade has teeth. Like, not actually like human teeth, but like a motorcycle
Serrated.
teeth.
Yeah.
Like. Ooh.
Hey, time to ritually cast Identify. Waste another 10 minutes.
I guess Iggy might do that while the rest of us tries to get all the gold into the bag.
Yeah, exactly.
Alright.
Oh, it's a chain axe.
The Little Ripper.
Okay. Well, he explains it to everyone. This feels like another weapon for Norm.
Yeah, there we go. Let's load him up. I think
Norm has gone from a subpar character to like just loaded up with all this magic items to make him better.
But what's better though, a +1 actual sword or a strength +1?
I'd say a strength +1. It's
dep-
way more
if it
versatile.
ups your strength to the next level,
If it's 21.
then it's
Oh.
oh, well, you can't get to 21, so that's of no use.
I
to
thought
you.
you could with magic weapon.
Yeah.
With magic
Oh,
items.
No, you can't go over 20 unless it's with one of the books.
Yeah, this item
Oh.
will override that. You can't get
Oh,
to
right.
20.
okay.
It won't make any difference though, because you'll be
No, 'cause I
21.
can't get to 22.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, with your, you have a greatsword, right?
2d6.
Though the thing is, if your target gets knocked prone, the axe deals an additional 2d12 for the rest of the turn. That's crazy.
But that's only if it gets knocked prone with this ability, I assume.
I mean, if you look
Yeah.
at this ability and put it with Charger, I can cover 30 with this, 80 in total with the advance and that, and if I enter Rage, I get that instinctive pounce, which is another 30. So effectively, I can move as fast as what Zoe can as a Goliath, and still get an attack at the end of it that could potentially do 2d6 at 2d12 damage extra on top, and knock them prone. That is insane, but it's not the +1 that that he would generally. Vex's revenge, generally speaking, is better.
Well, either way, the Ripper is going into the bag of holding.
Get a bit of gold. Use it as
Is
a
this a
plunger. Get it
2 or
down.
1-handed?
Yeah, that's a good question.
Yeah, that's a good question, Vic.
Sorry, what?
Is it
Oh,
2 or
yeah,
1-handed?
yeah. It's a 200 great axe.
Right.
Yes.
Okay.
go brrr.
Damage die.
So Iggy, with swagger he doesn't deserve considering he's a zombie, will smile at everyone and go, well, I suppose we only have the gear door to go to.
The gear door.
Which is this one. Slot the gear in.
As you put the last gear in, they start to turn. And as they turn, the door opens slowly. And now, the organ that was playing before becomes much, much more clear.
Been playing for several hours.
As the door opens, you are greeted with what could best be described as an opera hall. A small one, but one nonetheless. At the very top sits a young girl, playing the organ to her full extent. By her leg sits a black cat. And both of them at the same times turns their head in your direction. And then she stands up. Let me do this, because I was smart enough to not put your tokens down.
Are we doing this combat, or is this the main event that we're
No.
gonna start for?
This is pretty much where I'm gonna end off the session.
Okay, I figured.
Because I do not want to have Andy miss what's coming. But also in this hall are what could best be described as grotesque-looking humanoids. They all look at you as well. And then the young girl says with a smile, "Welcome, adventurers. Welcome. I have been expecting you. And I'm very happy to tell you, Zoe, that your great uncle, I know where he is." She turns around where the stool is, and she picks up a jacket, or a coat. She holds it up and throws it in front of her. It lies flat on the ground, and she says, "This one used to belong to Ray."
Wait, what? Wait. Hold up here for a second. How do you little brat know my great uncle?
I will add to that, Zoe, that while she seems to be young in age, that is simply an inclination of when she was turned into a vampire. She is most certainly older than both of us. Combined.
I'm afraid that she's probably very much correct.
And at the same time, somebody goes, "Yeah, sure, you might be, older,
Jesus fucking
Oh.
Christ.
but out of all of us, who's the one who's still following Daddy's orders?"
Norm's gonna turn around and be like, "Oh wait, hang on, no."
"Oh, you expect me? You mean me?" she says.
Yeah, you.
Oh, silly. I do not follow his orders. I'm here on my free will.
To defend this Dargoth fellow?
Oh, I personally, I do not care too much about this Dargoth fellow. At all, in fact. He has proven to be quite a troublesome, even a hindrance in certain aspects.
Good. So you can just walk out here and we'll get rid of him for you, and everyone will be happy?
Oh no, this is not how it's going to work out, you see. You have all caused quite an inconvenience for the Drakkenhall family, and as you might expect, yes, I am part of that family.
I suppose this is only going to be resolved one way.
Not necessarily. Like I remember I told you, or rather my mother told you, a few days ago. You have proven, all of you have proven to be quite capable on the battlefield. My father will achieve his goals, and no matter what you do or who you slay, you will all be annihilated before him. But I'm gracious and kind, and my father is too. If you bend the knee in front of me, I will grant you the gift of immortality.
Iggy will raise a finger up. Is this what you offered my friend? I don't know if you
Who?
remember who. Oh. Laurentius. I believe I mentioned him last time we met, though no one seemed really in the mood to listen to me.
You spoke to my mother about him. I do not know what matters she has dabbled in.
You've never heard of him, then?
I have heard of many names, and I quickly forget about them when they're just not up to my sleeve. I'm sure that if he was turned, that he's very grateful not only to the opportunity, but to the Draken Halls. I'm giving you that opportunity now. Be reunited with your long friend, and live eternally.
I don't know if you've noticed, but I am already in a state of undead. So,
Oh yeah.
personally, your offer does not quite interest me. I can't speak for the rest of the group, though. But knowing that general inclination towards avoiding devilish evil like yours, I imagine the answer is no. Oh, and AC XP here is also more than likely able to live eternally.
I do believe that even though he can live eternally, he's very easily dismantled. I can assure you, with the gift that I am offering you, that will not be an issue.
Can constructs actually become vampires?
He's
Like-
not actually a construct, though.
No.
Yeah,
By
like rules
definition.
is
I am
written, he is
technically
a
a humanoid.
humanoid.
Okay.
But like, if he wouldn't have been a PC, I would have said no. But since he is a playable character, I'm just gonna have to say, yeah, he would probably be. He'd just be reprogrammed or something. Like, I don't know, man. I would say
Vampire reprogramming. Okay. Anyway, sorry.
Yeah,
Iggy
yeah.
just looks at the group. But he looks like he knows what the answer is.
Yeah. So still like looks at this girl, being like, how much have your parents actually told you about us and what we've done before and what has happened and
Oh, they don't need to tell me much.
they
I have personally observed your every move ever since you've been in Rama. Ever since you cleansed that town and drowned that poor child. Of course, when you left Rama, I found it very hard to observe you. But Mother had told me about your adventures in the north.
yeah.
No one's going to look around and going, who drowned a child?
I believe that...
Long story.
Oh, Zoe. Perhaps if you accept this gift, we could get your old friends back. Seeing how they all have fallen.
Yeah, sure you could. Sure you could. In the same way that all necromancers get people back. No. Now tell me, what the fuck do you know about my great uncle?
Why would I tell you anything? Accept my gift, and I will tell you everything. In
Because-
fact, perhaps even you can redeem him.
Go
Okay.
to. Oh, go on. Sorry.
We don't even know your name.
You can simply just call me Lady Krista.
That's your first name?
Correct.
Krista. I don't know if you've noticed, but everything that ever stood in our path is gone.
And you seem to have lost quite a few friends as well.
Yeah, to a fucking moth from I don't fucking know where. Your vampires haven't done nothing to stop us. Here's the deal, little brat. You don't seem to understand what danger you're in.
I will also composit a theory that you are offering this out of fear. I think Zoe is right. You're worried that we will overwhelm you.
That is a possibility. However, know that I am nothing like the previous vampires that you've fought.
And so, you're willing to die here?
I have lived longer than most. Death does not. I do not fear death anymore.
Also, little dog is kind of like stepped forward and kind of just staring down the cat.
The cat sits at attention. Its eyes are like red in color. His fur is pitch black. He also wears a small little cape.
A cape. Super cat.
Cat.
Mm-hmm.
Do you remember what D'Artagnan looks like at all?
Yeah.
Alright, good.
Oh wait, black. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Oh my god, it is D'Artagnan. Now that you've said it, Vampire D'Artagnan is black. He's edgy. Iggy turns to Zoe and then turns to the vampire and goes, as much as I am very much one for talking, I think that we've reached the end of the avenue. Unless, Norm, you're deciding to take the offer?
Norm, we spent so much time getting you out of being a vampire. You don't want to be that, right?
Norm's just grasping at the sword, ready to go. Like, Norm hasn't said anything because he's in defense stance, like, ready to swing this fucking sword as soon as anything moves. About to get very angry when he does swing it. Well.
I am not scared by your little dog.
And the dog's like, it's making
Yeah.
weird like noises.
Norm would
towards
just
it.
say, I fended off your gift once before.
So yeah, you don't fear death? Then
This construct is expendable.
shut up, AC.
Talk to him that
The
way.
The insults have been moved on to the toy instead of the controller.
We're not gonna lose you. But here's the thing, little brat. You know why I know we're gonna win then? Because I fear death. And I know I'm not gonna let it happen.
Point
So?
well made, mortal. A point well made. However, that is not going to be enough. If you fight in these halls, you will die in these halls. Did you really think I would come unprepared? I've observed your every move. I know all of your strengths. I know your weaknesses.
Well, I think we've heard this spiel many times before.
Yeah.
It's ideological odds, so I think it's best to simply just get to it.
The cat now
Engage in
stands
primary weapon
on its
systems.
hind legs. From
Oh.
the cape, it draws a rapier, and it says, "Perhaps I should intervene.
At this point,
Take one step closer, and I will end you. I will turn you into a Swiss cheese."
Iggy's eyebrows just shoot up and go, "Oh my, I don't think I've ever run into one of those before."
Insult my
error.
lady one more time, and it will be the last thing you do.
Yeah, how about I insult you instead? You're a really short tabaxi.
That actually hurt.
Short or shit?
Okay, so that's how you're prepared? Little brat, this is how you're prepared. You
Little brat, little kid.
you brought a kid with a sword.
She closes her eyes and shakes her head. Then she says, "So I guess it's gonna have to end up with your blood spilled on this ground."
It always
I don't
does.
want to shoot
I'm
D'Artagnan.
not sure I'm able of producing blood anymore. However, I am willing to find out.
I don't want to shoot D'Artagnan. He was my favourite character ever.
My character was the first to die.
The other characters in the hall stands up. And this is where I'm going to end tonight's session.
Okay.
Have
I
I
guess-
attuned? By the way, in all this time, have I actually attuned to the amulet?
Yeah, yes.
Okay.
So,
You're already a walking zombie, so you better sort of be attuned to it.
Yeah, well, but I'm gonna be able to summon the skeletal behemoth, which I'm very curious about.
is it skeletal? What?
That's what you put.
Yeah.
You summon a
Skeletal?
skeletal.
Skeletal. Oh.
Skeletal,
I'm
skeletal, same thing.
fished. Okay.
I think you can say it either way.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Not too.
Good.
Well, there's probably going to be some grammar Nazi coming out of the woodworks being like, actually, you pronounce it
Actually, it's
skeletal.
Skeletal.
It's from the French word.
Thank you for the session, Vic.
Yeah.
You are
Yeah.
welcome.
I'm still upset there was one puzzle I didn't solve.
I don't want to kill D'Artagnan.
Yeah, but once we've killed everyone, we've got plenty of time to solve all the puzzles.
Yeah, that's true. There's the wardrobe puzzle is gonna bother me for a little bit, but I'm happy that I managed to get the rest of them.
We could like I see like I'm just gonna throw out. We might just be as easy as walk into wardrobe, have it closed around you.
Maybe,
Or
but I
you
don't
could
want to
just-
risk. I've already been too careless and turned myself into a zombie.
I mean, you know them leather coats that were in there?
They're
No one
not.
removed them.
Oh, they seemed weird. I felt like they were made of human flesh. I don't know. I was
you're not
almost
anymore.
I was
It-
almost
it-
half tempted just now. I just didn't have the balls to do it. To have Iggy say, "I'll accept the gift," and then just throw liquid death at her. So, you
I
know.
had another theory of that, and it was to accept the gift. And as I was getting the gift, down the last vial of the cure. So as they're biting, they're drawing in the cure for vampirism through my veins.
None of us have the guts. We need to
No.
get more gutsy.
I mean, we.
Norm's got the guts, but every time Norm does something like that, it ends badly. Let's be real.
I mean, if we want to, we could like just try to overpower the vampire and try to force the.
Just a cure down her throat.
We could cure the
So,
kitty
so why
cat.
does becoming a vampire change a cat's fur colour?
Oh yeah.
Or has he just decided he's gone emo and dyed it?
Yeah, I mean,
No. So at first the normally I want to use the original tokens. However, your token is missing. It's just gone.
You should just asked. I've given it to you.
Yeah.
I prefer emo D'Artagnan, okay?
you just need
It's
to.
Dark Tanyan now instead of Dark.
D'Artagnan.
Dark. Yeah, and you just need to like draw a little like slick over hairstyle as well.
I mean, it was essentially Puss in Boots. The pictures are everywhere.
Yeah, but I just decided to go for, when I had the chance to go for a more, like,
I mean, that is a spooky looking cat.
yeah, it's like he's a vampire. Yeah, it just looks way too cartoony. It just didn't fit the theme.
Yeah, okay.
Let's see, because I still have the original one here.
I'm gonna pop off though, guys.
Yeah.
See you guys later. Thanks for the session, Vic.
Yeah.
See
And if we
You're
don't
welcome.
level up after this one, Vic, I'm coming after you.
What
If
happened?
we don't level up after this fight, I'm coming after
we
you.
we will probably.
When
give
did
me
you
my
last
We
level.
level?
survive.
I think
In
we
the
last
north.
leveled. Yeah, we're still in the north, I think.
After the moth, I think.
Yeah, the
Yeah.
moth was the last level.
It's not that long ago, right? It's like 4 sessions ago.
This is our second dungeon.
Yeah. That's fine.
Because we fought with the last set of vampires and Trey.
Anyway, if anyone's still out there watching, I hope you've enjoyed. We play this campaign every Saturday at 11 Central European Time. Well, 23:00 Central European Time. I hope you enjoyed, and well, have a good one.